What's up, YouTube? Just trying to get some things done. Got work to do. So bear with me, it's going to be noisy tonight. Got the link out there if anybody wants to show up. Because I'm going to be in and out. I got so much work trying to get done. What's up, Antonio? What's up, Wayne? Oh, tired. Got a bunch of stuff going on with my mom, so I got a bunch of work I got to try and get done as much as I can. Oh, yep. Yep, it's gonna be noisy. I got work to do. It's all that wood I get from work. I gotta get this stuff all taken apart. I've got use of it. Fall down. That's what I gotta do to get this wood ready, so I can use it. Gotta get it all taken apart. Going after that one, screw it. Just gotta work on getting stuff set up. Now build a gate where I got the hardware. What's up, Renegade? Hey, Cuppy. Hey, Mark. Miguel. But, no, Mom's got, Crystal wound up taking my mom to the doctor, and she's fixing to be 85 this year, and she's got a case of dementia and Alzheimer's. And it's getting bad. We're going in the kitchen, and we're both afraid that she's going to burn the house down. catch fire or whatever. So I'm trying to get something built out of the wood I get free from work. Build some kind of a gate, whatever. Keep her out of the kitchen. Last night, got off work a little early. Went and picked up the hardware, the gate hinges, stuff like that, a latch. So now it's just getting the wood cut and everything. Of course, I got to get it all separated, get the nails out, measurement, start putting everything together. I was supposed to go do something tonight, but I got this taking precedence. Usually I do this at work, make it a lot easier. But unfortunately, I'm not at work. Like I said, this is the wood I get free. I don't know how much of it I'll need. I got one sorry drop back there. I'm hoping just these 3 is all I'm going to need. Hey Tank, how you doing? I need a bigger garage. It's so much easier when I do this at work. But like I said, I was supposed to go do something else tonight, but oh well. Let's get my mom protected. And me going doing the other ain't getting her protected. I know, it's noisy. What's up, Briggs?
Just hammering down the road with a
You're
guy on
hammering
my
down? Yeah, you're hammering down the road. I'm just hammering. What's up, Mark? Dude?
with a guy on my NBC bumper. I can't wait till my last day I ever have to work, because that whoever it is that's on my bumper, I'm gonna wake him up.
Well, I try doing that every day I go to work. You'd be surprised some of the idiots I got around here.
Oh, well, when it's so, I did have to tap on my brakes. There was a guy back there. I didn't know he was there about 5 years ago, and he drove under. Good thing he was in a heavy duty truck. You know, he was in a F-350, I think it was, and he drove right up underneath my bumper and the hood, destroyed that truck. I mean, that truck was toast. But he walked away, set his air. He walked away, set his airbags off, but he gets out of the truck before the cops got there and came up and started calling me every filthy name in the book. And then I'm like, I didn't know you were back there. Why'd you hit the brakes? Well, I had a good reason. He says, what's that? Because a little kid ran in front of me with chasing a ball. True story, you know. It was in town. I was doing 25 miles an hour. I said, you're lucky you weren't on the highway. You would have been dead.
Yep. Well, I know last night, Chris and I, we weren't going, when I had to go to, of course, Canada to get that stuff, the hardware and everything for one I'm building. While I'm going to Harbor Freight, of course, you know, I already got the video and everything out for that. I don't know if you've seen it or not. But,
I caught that. You're the Harbor Freight hooker. I'm gonna tell Harbor Freight to put a store in front of your house. They'll make millions.
They probably would, but now what surprised me was that main strip down through there. They raised the speed limit up to 40. I mean, it went from 35 to 40, and you got 18 wheelers going through there, and the traffic lights are short. When they go from green to yellow, it ain't that long before they're red, and you got an 18 wheeler going down through there at 40 miles an hour on some of them curves. You ain't got time to stop.
No.
You're asking for a little trouble.
When I'm in a city, if the speed limit's 30, I usually do 25. But I mean, I go about 5 miles under the speed limit, only because I know what a truck can do if someone hits it.
Yep. And the thing about it is, I was watching some truckers going down through there doing about 45.
Oh yeah, believe me, there's drivers down there that don't respect laws of the road. I mean, just like the people that do 70, 75, and a 55. I just don't see the need.
Well, hell, I'll tell you what gets me, and I still don't understand it, is, you know, in the mornings before I go to work, I take Crystal's son to school. Well, I mean, it's only maybe a mile further on past where I got to go to work. Okay, no big deal. Saves her time and everything, so I'm just going, and maybe a couple extra miles out of my way. People are out in front of the school doing 30, 35 miles an hour, and you got a big old yellow sign or big old yellow light flashing, and it's saying 20 miles an hour school zone. You got people doing 30, 35 down through there.
See, that's what I get. That's one thing I get kicked off. You know, around here, cops are sitting right there waiting. I mean, it's off, and that's a $500 fine doing that around here.
Yeah, well, I mean, what pisses me off is there ain't no damn cops around. I have yet to see a cop over there doing radar.
Yep, and if you bought yourself a radar gun, which you can't do, and videotaped them and got their license plate number in that wouldn't hold up in court.
I know. But, you know what I could do? I could very easily, and this one lady, she actually did it. Okay? I kid you not, true story. She went out to a secondhand store and found an old style hair dryer. Okay? You know, the one with the big old, the round back section on the handle and everything. She cut the cord off of it and spray painted it black. Stood out in front of her house just holding it up. People started slowing down.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, you could just buy a black
Hair dryer.
Air dryer, but you gotta put the inverter thing that they put on, the thing that makes it go real big, make it look like a real radar gun.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, like I say, if you just went to the local secondhand store, I think probably paid about $2-3 for it.
Yeah, you gotta get one of the old ones that looks old, real big ones.
Yeah, that's what she did. She went and got one of those, spray painted it black.
A lot of them are black, though. That's what I'm saying. They already are.
Well, the one that she got, I think, was white or cream or red something, but it wasn't black.
Oh, okay. So, you could.
But she just
would be real. You know, what'd be even real better, Maynard. You get one. You get an old cell phone. It don't work anymore, and glue it on the top. So the speed limit's 30. Right on there, 45. Just with like a yellow highlighter marker. You know what I mean? So it looks real bright.
Yep.
And they'll think you got them doing 45. It's like, I bet you they'd slow down. they go, oh shit.
Probably.
Could see just the hair dryer would be good, but you know what I'm saying? No, an old cell phone as a screen. Believe it or not, something even that close would be enough to make people slow down.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, you're really that dumb and want to go speeding and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I tell you something else that's dumb. Drop him off at the school. So, you pull up in front of the school. The school is on the right-hand side when you pull in, okay? On the left is parking, okay? Teacher parking. I had a lady literally pull in on the left-hand side. I wasn't paying attention to her because I'm pulling in. I'm looking to the right. He's getting out. I damn near ran over a kid because she pulls on the left-hand side to let the kid out to cross over.
Oh, I believe it.
And I'm going, okay, who would have been at fault there? Because it wasn't in a crosswalk or anything.
I know a guy that got a speeding ticket, got pulled over in a school zone once. And the cops wanted his license, registration, all that good jazz. You know what he said? But I'm a sovereign citizen. You can't arrest me. I don't have to have a license. Your laws don't apply to me. Oh my God, that cop! I thought that cop was gonna fall over, effing laughing his ass off.
That guy made one mistake. He said he was a sovereign citizen. That don't hold up in court here in the United States.
Geez, you think?
Like I said, there's no way something like that would even hold up.
Oh, well, yeah, they show these laws where they call it right to free travel. And they showed the date it was held up in 1958, 1938. They said no, 1908, and I said we got to remember before that law, we can see that, but at night that was before That was a long ass time ago.
Yep.
Dinner's half done.
All right.
I need stupid thing. Get around there.
Well, I know Crystal, she told me about some of the stupid things she's seen when she was taking a drop of Chris off.
Oh, I'm sure.
Picking him up. That's the hilarious one. Because it's what, a mile from the football field back to the light?
Not even a mile, I don't think.
Okay, well, there's 3 exits from the football field to the road that leads beside the high school. I normally end up in the middle one. So as I'm going back towards the light by the front of the high school, I'm in the right lane. You have the center lane, which is your turn lane, and then you have the left lane, which is going the other opposite direction. I will have people go from wherever I'm at down the center, down the turn lanes to get in front of everybody. And only one time in this entire year have I seen a cop out there.
Yep.
That actually pulled someone over.
Now that's unusual.
Miguel, he is multi-talented. And that popped up in the chat was me. Because I see that his laptop, it works a lot better than the other one that I borrow from him. But I use that one for watching videos and some of my movies I have.
Yeah, my old laptop.
Yep. Rick popped out, and well, he's back. Okay, I'll let him entertain you while I go check on dinner because I have rice cooking.
All right.
I'll tell you, we're having beef fried rice. I'm just waiting.
Yeah, I'd open the doors. Yeah, I get a kick out of people when they go sovereign citizen bull crap. They go, and y'all, and like these auditors that go out there and say, we don't have to show ID unless we're committing a crime. That part I agree with. Because I've had cops come up to me and say, show me your ID. That you know, it's stupid to videotape a library or post office. You're in a way, it is kind of silly. But
well, technically, inside a post office, you've got the poster and everything that tells you what rules and regulations, and it's legal for you to videotape inside of a post office.
I know that, and you're right. And it's like these people say, you need my permission or I'll sue. It's like okay, I don't need your permission.
Nope, because like they say, privacy and public, there is no such thing as privacy in public.
Oh, no. Now it's like guys who complain about the cameras that are in the trucks, right? And they don't like it. And I ask them why. You got something to hide? No. What's your problem with it? And they go, because it's an invasion of privacy. And I say that's the most ignorant comment I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because it is. And they go, well, explain. Easy. I said, how is if you're a banker, they think they record. A lot of these guys are ignorant. And they think they record while they're working. I mean, when they shut the truck off, or they only record in an event.
Yeah,
Believe it or
Miguel,
not.
I'm magic where I can do that. I got the magic power to have my thoughts and everything come over to the keyboard. But yeah, I mean, I know the videos you're talking about, and like they say, there is no expectation of privacy while out in public.
No, I'm talking like the guys complaining about the I got a camera on me right now.
Yeah.
And they say it's an invasion of privacy. I says, why? Name a job to where you don't have
The camera.
camera on you. I bet you there's cameras at your job.
Yeah. There's about 7 cameras at where I work at, and because we were having problems, and he decided to put cameras up, and once he did, he found out where the problem was at, and next thing I know, there's 4 people gone. But I mean, like I said, if something happens at work, but out in public, I don't care. I mean, Walmart is a public building. Okay, yeah, it's a private entity, but it's open to the general public. Okay, so they might say something if you're inside the store, but out in the parking lot, not a damn thing they say if you're wanting to videotape, because they got cameras themselves. All right.
Yeah, they don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't.
And-
This camera up here don't bother me. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. They called me one time and said, they saw me do something they didn't like them seeing. I said, oh yeah, what's that? It was not this job when I worked for Fed Up. I was driving down the road, and there was an accident on the highway, and I had to go to the bathroom. I pissed in an old pop out because it was that bad of a deal. You know what their answer was? Oh, no, you can't do that.
I tell them, screw you. If I got to go, I'm going to go. I'm going to find something. And, hey, I'll admit, I've done that. I've been going down the highway and out in the middle of nowhere, all of a sudden, like, oh, damn it. And I'll pull over.
Well, I got a bad sciatic nerve. You know what a sciatic nerve does? It makes your back hurt, and that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you get these pains in your legs. Well, trouble is you take the meds for it, and it makes you piss like a racehorse.
Yep. Well, like I said, for me, yeah, I'll admit that, hey, there's times when it's like, I'll pull over, hey, I'll find an empty McDonald's cup or something like that. I'll refill it. Or I'll pull over the side of the road and I'll make sure I'm parked in an area where they can't see. I'll open up the car door or whatever. And, hey, there's a fire on the ground. I'm putting it out, playing fireman.
Well, you got delivery tonight? Were you picking up tonight or delivering?
Picking up tomorrow morning.
I wouldn't park here.
No. Where you park the cars?
You know where Walmart is?
I don't.
Walmart's less than 5 miles from here.
Where?
Exit 52 going that way.
It's east, right?
Yeah, you can park right at Walmart.
Yeah.
There's a Buffalo Wild Wings out front. There's a bathroom there. It's literally 5 miles from here. I wouldn't park here because you have to do a double header. Where you gonna go? They ain't gonna let you in there. You'll wait forever. You'll be shitting your pants.
Just got Aaron telling me to park here, man.
Go to Walmart. It's that way. Exit 52 East.
Okay.
All right, you pull into Walmart like you're just gonna go shopping. You can see the trucks.
Yeah, one problem though.
What's that?
You said a breakdown to fix a tire.
Oh, you got a flat tire.
Yeah, the tread came off.
Oh. Then if I were you, I'd put the trailer on the side of the building. And wouldn't break down. Just a second.
So what's everybody else doing tonight besides watching me? I have no idea what Crystal's doing. All I'm hearing is like a fan blowing on the phone or on the laptop. Well, y'all sure are being quiet in chat. Hey, Missy. Where's Cajun? Go wake him up from his nap. Hey, Renegade, you feeling better? Where'd I put that other? Well, I got the link pinned up there. Done that before. Matter of fact, we had floor kind of being wet in the kitchen. Come to find out, the I think the cold water line. I don't know how, but it came loose and was leaking. Got it tightened up. Yeah, working on a rice burner. Hey, Renegade, I got the link up there if you want to pop in. I mean, because I know I got. Well, Missy, he's always seems to be taking a nap about this time. That's why I'm saying we need to wake him up from his nap. I got you muted because it was. Yeah.
Well, you got dinner ready.
All right.
Yeah, you're just no.
It's been a long day. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Screw it.
Okay, but show them dinner because I know a couple of the guys always ask.
Nobody's asking what I got for dinner right now.
No, they know it's all fried. They all know it's fried rice. But
Yeah.
I know Cuppy and Tank know the person that I took the recipe from.
Ah.
So.
Well, Cuppy's not. I guess she must have fallen asleep.
No, she's in and out. I know what she's doing.
Well, Tank is even doing the same thing.
Yeah, they both have more than one stream running.
Ah.
As support. So.
Ah.
But yeah. Try it and tell me how it is, because I haven't even tried it. I normally taste.
Okay, everybody. She hasn't.
I have not taste tested my dinner.
So if all of a sudden you see me fall over or drop dead and everything, you know what happened. You put too much arsenic in it.
Darn it! I left the nicotine out.
Oh.
Renegade
saying the garbage disposal was leaking through the motor and.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Enough said. Ouch. All right, I'm waiting on your verdict so I can know if I get me a bowl.
Renegade goes, yeah, we heard that. Oh, it's hot still.
Well, duh. I want the taste. See how the taste is.
Of course, I know where you got the ground beef from.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember what we discussed as far as. Yeah. So the ground beef we're gonna have to get more of the ground beef.
There's 6 patties in there.
Yeah, well, remember we realized that was a 2-pound box, right?
Actually, I think it's more, but anyway.
Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, because it was supposed to be 2 pounds of ground beef for the 1 can.
Anyway. All right, guys, she's not dead yet. What?
She's saying that phone won't stop ringing.
Yeah.
Is that Cuppy or
Mm-hmm.
yeah? She's got a lot on her plate.
Ouch. Hey, Renegade didn't. They didn't realize he was standing in water when he touched the sink.
Oh, enough! Ow!
So in other words, he was playing an Ace Frehley. Shock me. I actually no. It's probably more like what was that guy from Home Alone?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
tall skinny guy.
yeah, the tall skinny guy. I bet it made his hair all just poof.
Okay, so seasoning wise, taste wise, it's good.
It's okay.
Well, I can't add
It's edible.
I can't add much more seasonings or it'll be too salty for anybody to eat,
I know.
especially your mom.
Yeah, I bet it did wake you up.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get mine to sit inside.
All right. Here comes Cajun. What's up, Cajun?
What's up, guys? What's up, Mater, Miss Crystal, Briggs, Renegade, Cuppy?
No, it wasn't Macaulay Culkin. It was the other guy, Cuppy.
No,
yeah,
Macaulay
Kevin.
Culkin was the kid.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin was the kid. I'm talking about the tall, skinny burglar.
I don't know. I forgot
Marvin.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah, Joe Pesci, but it was Marvin.
No, it wasn't Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci was the short guy.
Right. But it was a tall, skinny guy. His name was Marvin.
Yeah, but I forgot his real name.
Oh.
I thought that's what y'all were asking for.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Cuppy's gotten it wrong.
Oh yeah, he got lit up. His hair was smoking.
Yep. I'm looking it up right now.
Daniel Stern.
Is that who it is?
That's what's in the comment.
Yep. Daniel Stern is Marv.
Hey, William. William said Harry Lime. Who's that?
Yeah. Oh no, but I'm back. I'm just gonna leave the avatar up while I eat. Ah, Cuppy. We know it's your keyboard is older than your computer, and I know you have computer problems.
What you been up to, Mater, besides work?
That's about it. Yeah, Harry Lime. That was Joe Pesci's character.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, but it was Marv. Yeah. Yeah, I've been.
Harry Lime. Well, who's Daniel Stern?
The one that played the tall, skinny
Marv.
guy, and
Yeah.
he played Marv in.
Well, who's Harry Lime?
Harry Lime was Joe Pesci.
Oh, Joe Pesci. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Joe Pesci.
Yeah,
his
he was
character's
a little-
name was.
He
In
was
the
a little
movie.
short rubber.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we wondering
Well.
who the real name of the tall guy is, and William comments Harry Lime. That derails that train off the track.
No, you can't blame me.
It's easier to blame others than take responsibility for my own mess.
Oh yeah.
I'm back. What a pain in the butt. Got a driver here. I got a driver here that he came here. He's got a flat tire on his trailer, and they want him to wait here for road work. I said, leave your damn trailer here. It's right where we pick up every day, and sit there all night. Instead of sitting there all night, go to Walmart. They got a Walmart 3 miles from here. Go there and so you can have a place to go to the bathroom. Because this place ain't got no bathroom.
Nope.
I mean, it does during the day. You beat on that door, right? You imagine have to do a number 1 or number 2 and beating on the door. And they'll let you in eventually when they feel like it. Because there's always someone here, but that don't mean he wouldn't have an accident before they answered. I waited outside 20 minutes one time trying to drop off paperwork. You know.
Yeah, for paperwork, they need a mail slot.
Yeah.
So just so you can pop it through the door and go about your day.
No, they don't let you. No, they got to sign off on it. So that paperwork does no good if they can't sign off on it. But you know, and he called the company, told him that he's going to Walmart. I told him to, and they said, "Oh no, we'd rather you just keep it hooked to your truck so no one else will take that trailer." It's called pre-trip. If he leaves a note on it, you know, blah blah blah. There's the flat tire. And I mean, there's the trailer, and he goes out. My answer is, I would have told them, too bad, because I have a right to go to the bathroom.
I would have said, then you make sure your office crew, whenever I knock on that door to go to the bathroom, make sure that office crew opens the door.
No, it's not the factory he's at that's complaining about it. It's you know, the truck company. They're like saying, well, it's like, hey, if someone don't put that trailer on without checking to see if it's got a flat tire, that's their problem.
Yeah.
What's up, Anthony?
But if they're telling him to wait where the trailer's at, then they need to make sure that he has access to basic facilities.
Oh yeah, but no, they can't. No, they can't. The place we're at ain't gonna leave their door unlocked for him.
No. You said there's somebody on site at all times, right?
They're inside that building loading trailers all night, but the shipping and receiving is closed after 4:30. So in order for him to go to the bathroom, he'd have to ring the bell and hope to God someone comes to the door and opens it up before he has an accident.
Well, since I'm not a guy, I would, you know, if I had a guy, I wouldn't be on this channel like I am. I would ring the bell, look at the camera, and say, well, you ain't answered the door. I'm going around the corner to piss.
You can't. There's cameras all over the place there.
Well, that's why I'm looking at the camera.
Well, that's too bad.
Yep.
They're going to just see me pissing because I will piss behind my truck.
You could do that, but what about if you got to do number 2? You know,
that's a different story.
Exactly.
Yeah, story, but yep, I'd still be finding a place on their lot to leave my leave
them a little something to remember me by.
Yep.
The Brown Betty.
Yep. If they can't, you know, make sure that somebody is there to give him basic human convenience, then
yeah, but like I told him, you're literally 3 miles away from a Walmart. Go park there. You can go and Buffalo Wild Wings is there, a couple other places there, and you know, that's what I would do. You know,
go get something to eat. Go park at Walmart, and then in the morning get up, go get you breakfast, sub, or whatever. Go back, pick up your trailer, and if they gritch, moan, and complain.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Cuppy, there may not be any bushes on site. That's the problem.
No, there ain't. It's at the airplane factory.
Ooh.
So they high security. There's a security guard out there. They would fire him on the spot.
Well,
so,
where does the security guard go to the bathroom?
Inside the building.
Hey, there's an answer right there.
We're not allowed in the building after dark unless we have a delivery, and then they'll come out, sign the paperwork, and then that's it. You're not allowed in the building, though.
That's BS.
You're right. But my point is, why would you even put yourself in that hassle? Disconnect the trailer, leave it over there. The road company's coming there to change the tire, and either that tonight or in the morning. Guess what? You don't have to be there to hook up to do that. For them to change a flat tire. And if someone takes that trailer and puts on the door and load it without doing a pre-trip, that's their problem. Plus, I gave him a blank piece of paper to put on it, so that guy, you know, someone should be able to see, hey, look, this thing has a flat tire. Duh, let's not get this one loaded. You know?
Oh, Cuppy. No.
What's that?
Tape a cup to your butt and wear baggy pants.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What company that guy's driving for? Same company as you?
Yeah.
Watch out, Mater, because Cuppy's after your food.
She ain't gonna get it.
If
Hey,
you're
She ain't
not
gonna
hey.
get one of those fingers.
You're not
All I gotta
careful,
say
she's gonna
about
get you
that-
coffee.
All I gotta say about that, I remember one time, my father. I'll tell you something funny. My father said, my father almost got his butt beat one time because we were in a Walmart and
What's up, Patrick?
he was in his scooter and about 2 years ago, and there's this guy who was up at the store. His pants were almost touching his ankle. You know how they like to wear their pants pulled down.
Yeah, the saggy baggies.
Yep. My father said, my father said, you know what that means? That symbol, it means you're available. And the guy said, I'm not available, sir. And he called my father an old man. Old man, leave me alone. And, because he's just considering the source. And then my father was 75 years old or 76 at the time, had an oxygen, and he figured, and he said, man, good thing don't have that oxygen tube, or I'd do something. And then my father turned around and said, oh, I know why your pants are like that. Oh, let me guess, you don't like the pens, so you put a plastic grocery bag on there so you can just walk and take a dump at the same time. Oh my God. That guy came and went and got a crowbar off the shelf. We were at or baseball bat I was sporting and tried to go after my old man. And I had to go in there and like, dude, it's my old man. Leave him alone. Man, I don't care. He didn't have to say that. Okay? You're absolutely right. But you know something? You know what's gonna happen? He said, well, he was insulting. Look at his oxygen tube. He's deprived of oxygen. And the only reason why he's doing that because he don't think no one would do anything. And when I got home, I told my mother what he did. Why don't you do that? Because no one's going to hit him someone with an oxygen bottle. That guy came that close to just beating his butt with it's like I told him next time, old man, you do that, I'm going to walk away and let him do something. You're going to run your mouth. You're going to pay the piper. He didn't like that.
Well, I'll tell you what I saw on Facebook a while back. It showed a guy standing at the counter, with his pants down like that. Showed this little kid, probably about 3 or 4 years old.
Oh yeah, I learned how to pull my pants up.
Hey, I learned how to pull my pants up.
Yeah.
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 But your dad was right. If it's down past the butt cheeks, it means you're available.
Well, put it this way, I was on. I think it was Ken Small Engine or Lucky's live stream. I don't know. I think Cage may have been there. Well, I was walking in a store, and this guy from out of town had his pants hanging down like that. And I said to him, loud and proud on live stream, I said, buddy, you might want to put your pants up around here, because around here, if you walk around with your pants up there, someone's going to bend you over a car and poke you. And he looked at me, and it may have been Grandpa's Adventures. He pulled his pants up. I can't remember who it was. Holy crap! You actually got balls. I said, hey,
yeah,
I thought that guy pulled his pants up. They almost fell over. And it's like, damn, Keller, you're crazy. I said, I'm not afraid to go up to somebody, pull your damn pants up. I don't care how big you are. You look like a fool.
Raging Cajun's in. Yeah, my younger brother, he was 12 at the time. And I was down visiting my dad. He walked in the house and they were loose. They weren't that far down. And he walked by me. I reached, grabbed his back belt loop, and I pulled it up. Next thing he knew, he was hitting the floor. Because of how I pulled it up, he flipped over. He face planted. And he asked me what that was for, and I explained exactly why that came out and what that meant. He goes, oh. I said, yeah, so if I ever catch them lower than the top of your hip bones, I said, I'm going to get a piece of baling wire, run it up your pants, and tie barbed wire around your neck so you can't take them down.
I got barbed wire outside.
Uh,
Well,
this,
rusty.
this has been over 10 years ago, so no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like now you wouldn't do that to a stranger or something like that, or physically touch them, because you probably get a
Well-
bullet in your head. They'd shoot
Yes,
you
you
over that
would.
now,
She would.
and they'd shoot her over it. If she did that to a stranger, try pulling their pants up that day, people in this world today would shoot her for that.
Yeah. Hi, Renegade.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Yeah.
What's
I'm
up,
sorry
Renegade?
I wasn't in very long on Tuesday, but I fell asleep, got up, and was like, oh, crap. So,
Telling them to pull them up is one thing, but physically trying to do it, yeah, you wouldn't want to do that now, or not in today's society. But you know,
So there's no way to chat or type in the chat on the
you,
StreamYard side. I'd have to go back to YouTube side.
yeah,
Yeah,
you can
we can
do it in private chat. You can.
yeah,
Yeah, you can do a private chat.
You can still do it on the YouTube side or the StreamYard side. No, you
can.
can't, but I can.
Yeah, you can, honey.
But, right. But what you have to do is you have to make your main screen smaller, and then go back to YouTube, and the three dots right next to the chat and everything. Click on that; it'll do a pop out. You slide that whole section over, and everything.
You can make it smaller. What
Yeah.
you do, you hit the three dots, click on the three dots all the way to the top right of the chat.
Right.
And
See, I've got the YouTube.
yeah,
I got the YouTube right here. So this is
Yeah.
all that's through
Uh-huh.
YouTube. But then I've got the StreamYard that's right here.
Oh, okay,
Right.
let me try that.
All you got to do is come over here to the right.
when you hit
You'll have
pop
one-
out chat, it's going to come to the left of your screen. It's
Right,
going
so
to
all you
take
gotta do
up
is come
about
over.
a third of your page, shrink it down to 3 inches, move it to the right, and then hit the two squares next to the X on your top of your monitor. It's going to shrink your screen down about 3 inches so you can fit that in there.
All right.
Hey, Patrick, I said hello earlier under Mater's name because I'm on his laptop. I just
Yep.
changed the screen name because he's out in the garage on the computer. So, I know I said hi earlier when I came in, but I had to go back and finish dinner.
Yep. So
Yeah.
you got figured out, Raging? I mean, Renegade? Ugh. It's a long day. Sorry.
No, not yet.
A little bit too much of that slap
My
in my
brain's
lip.
a little bit on the fried side.
And he's eating fried rice.
You know.
Fried rice. You made homemade Chinese?
What's up, Fish?
You made that or now is that the Chinese fried rice or
No, I don't know if it's Chinese fried rice or not. I mean, all I did was I got 6 hamburger patties and cooked them through, chopped them up, and in a pot, I had a 1 pound bag of rice and
Okay.
some frozen mixed vegetables. They were just cooking, and when they started rolling, I let them go for a couple of minutes so that they fluffed and opened up, and then I scooped a couple of into the pan that I put the meat in. Soy sauce, Worcestershire. I put some garlic and some Cajun seasoning. I've got the one ingredient.
you make what we in Cajun country call brown rice. We call that brown rice.
Oh, I thought you called it dirty rice.
No, not that. No. Dirty rice is rice dressing. Totally different. That's brown rice. What I'll do, I'll cook a couple of hamburger steaks or some patties. And you get your meat seasoned, with Tony's or whatever.
Yeah,
And then all that, you take the hamburger patties out, you throw some onions and whatever you want, onions, bell peppers, and all that in the bottom of that pot, and you clear them.
Mm-hmm.
You saute them until they
You
clear.
cook them till they're clear. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's kind of deep glazing the bottom of your pot a little bit. And you add some water to it, and that makes your gravy, your brown gravy.
What's up, Randy?
Then you add cooked rice to that until it's still moist. Then you add it's done. Then you add your hamburger patties on it, put the lid on, and turn your fire off, and
Yeah.
eat when ready.
Well, yeah. See, I didn't do that. What I did is I fried the rice, the meat. I did a little bit of seasoning on that, not a lot. And then to deglaze the pan, I put soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and some of the powder seasonings in there, and kind of stirred that up. Added a couple of serving spoons of rice and veggies, and kept mixing that. Threw the meat back in there, and then threw the rest of the rice and stuff back in there, and just mixed. That's it.
Yep.
Wow.
Sorry,
There are-
Cuppy.
Hey,
Our
Fish.
drive-in movie is open, and they announced that unless business goes up this year, they're not gonna open back up this year. And the movie they're playing, I'm thinking, no wonder they're going broke. They're playing the original Superman from 1978.
Wow.
No one's got. I mean, I like the original Superman. I got it on DVD. I'm not gonna pay $20 to go to a drive-in movie to watch it and reminisce. You know, that's just me.
Oh, okay, Cuppy. I'll take my camera down. That way I quit abusing you.
What's
Well,
up, Fish? Randy
can't say
Toraboli.
anything about me. Mine's gone.
What's
Got more in the kitchen.
What's
I know.
50-gallon bow front tank.
Bow front. It's the bow windows you have, bow and bay windows.
Oh, he's talking about fish tanks.
Yeah,
Oh,
a tank
okay.
a tank like that is set up like a bow window or a bay window that you have on a house.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're expensive too to buy one, a new one anyway.
A bow front tank. Yeah, it's bowed out. Yeah, it's curved.
All right, Renegade. So, what is that black thing behind you there?
What's what?
Toolbox.
That is my toolbox.
Okay, so who's the make on that and size?
It's a Matco 6 Series, 6S.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yep, Matco.
Okay. I couldn't until I had you bigger and everything. I couldn't
Yeah, you can see
make out who it was and everything. Yeah.
there it says 6S.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that a hutch on top of that too?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, just curious, how much is something like just that, the box and the hutch?
If you buy it now, last time I checked on Matco's website, it's right at 25,000.
Oh, ouch!
25,000 for the box and the hutch.
Yeah.
Does it come with a kiss?
No, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Not
you
even a
just
reach
got
around
screwed.
on that, huh? Wow. Wow. That's why I'm glad I wound up going to Harbor Freight and buying the boxes that I've got.
Hey, Tyler, free is always good as long as it works. And you said it used to hold water. As soon as it gets in, you check for any cracks from transport, and then go to town, baby.
If they ever build a Harbor Freight across the street from Maynard's house, they're gonna name. You got employee of the month, and you got employee of the year. Maynard will be the customer of the week, the customer of the month, the customer of the year.
Probably.
I don't know why. When you retire from your job, Maynard, you might as well go over there and work part-time and tell them they can pay you in free tools.
They don't give discounts. Not for working there. They don't.
Oh, I did say, sure they could. Maynard, they can make an exception. Every paycheck, they'll just give him that and store credit. I mean, could you imagine him with Maynard with a $20,000 store credit at Harbor Freight? I mean, he'd have to build a warehouse, his own private store to hold it all. He'd say, "Oh, they got a new style engine lift. I ain't changing a motor, but what the hell?" He'd buy another one. He said, "Maynard's a Harbor Freight hooker, man. He just."
I don't know. Their
It's up-
icon boxes, the the whole area. I mean, I'm talking about the decked out Icon tool center with the lockers, you know, the spray chemical lockers and all that. That'll run you close to about 15, 20 grand.
Yeah, I figured.
Just the toolboxes and the lockers and all that.
My father
that
has
setup will run you 20 grand, just about.
22.
my father had a bunch of the
22?
old original. I saved them. I got my father had over 20 of the original 60s vintage Craftsman Professional Series toolboxes, and they're all stacked in my garage on top. They need repainting because they're old, chipped, you know, from when he worked in that. But I put them up for sale. I put about 8 of them up for sale. Just I sold the tools easy, but one guy offered me $50 for one of the 8-foot long boxes. I said, I don't mean to be a smart ass. I said, but I'm going to tell you something. Those may be from the 60s. He said they're old. They're from the 60s. I said, you can't even buy a Harbor Freight. Not saying Harbor Freight's bad, but Harbor Freight toolboxes are junk compared to what those are from the old Craftsman Professionals. And I said, you can't buy one of those Chinese ones from up at Harbor Freight for no $100. That's 7 foot, 8 foot long. And I put them up for sale for $500 each. I got 6 of them that are 8 foot long. I figured $500 a piece with the keys. Yeah, but they need repainting. Oh boy, you get a can of spray paint and a couple cans of spray paint, you make them look brand new. They got the stainless steel ball bearing slider drawers. You know, $500 each. I said, he said, well, paint them then. If I paint them, then I'm gonna want at least 800 each. He said, you'll never get it. I painted one, and some guy came to the house last night, saw it all painted up. It's got the big, like 4-inch caster wheels, real nice wheels, right? I had up for sale for $800. 2 guys came. One guy said, I'll pay you. Went to pay, said, pull out, had 8 $100 bills. Another guy said, I got 1,500. I'll give you. Yeah, I had a bidding war.
Thank you, Cuppy.
Yep.
Mater, how wide is that Icon box? Ain't they 73 inches? By what, 22, 25 inches deep? 25, I think.
Give me a second. I'll go find it.
I'm looking it up now.
Okay.
Now you're talking about on
The Icon, the main bottom.
the main bottom is like the big one. It's 73 by 25.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller than mine. Mine's 87 by 31.
Oh,
Right.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
these here, they're saying they're $3,000.
Yeah, but we added it up for the bottom,
Yeah.
basically the exact setup they had at the store.
The work surface, yeah.
Yeah, because it's the bottom, it's the hutch, the open box, and then the hutch on top, the locker, and the end cabinet that they have. That was like $2,200.
All right.
No, it's more than that. More than that.
Well, at the time we figured it up.
22,000, you mean?
Yeah, that would have been it.
Yeah, because just the bottom's 2,200.
It's been a minute, and I don't work there anymore, so I don't really care that much.
Yeah, but I seen a total price on all of them, on all the tools in an email that they sent me, and I'm like, man, that's a nice setup, but no, I ain't got that kind of money to spend on that.
Yeah, no, like I said, if you look on the Matco website, they got a little tab to build a box, and if you build my box, it's right at 25. It might even be more now. I hadn't checked in a while, but it's right at 25,000. But now I didn't pay that much. I got it in 2009. It was quite a bit cheaper back then, and he was running a special. If you bought the box, you get the hutch for free.
Yeah.
Oh, the truck? You mean the truck guy?
Yeah, the tool truck guy.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha.
Plus, I had a Snap-on double bay to trade in that he gave me $7,300 for. So
No, not me, Tuppy. That's Miss Missy. She cooks better than I do.
Well,
But yeah,
I wouldn't agree with that because I've never had your food, so I can't say that.
I've never had hers, but I still think she does cook better than I do. But no, we went to Home Depot has Craftsman or Lowe's.
what'd you say?
Is it Home Depot or Lowe's that has Craftsman now?
Lowe's.
Lowe's.
Okay, we went to Lowe's. They had a little short 2-stack box. The bottom one was open, and it was about 2.5 foot tall. The top one was about another foot tall, 1.5 foot taller, maybe 2 foot. Had a couple of drawers, and this thing was so. It I kid you not. This is 4 sheets of paper folded in half. I could do this to the metal that Craftsman has now.
Yep.
Yeah. Some of the Husky boxes is like that too.
Yeah, but if I get a box like that, I'm going to hand it back. That
Yeah.
I do like that about the
What's up, Chef Tree?
U.S. General, because they don't do that. They have one that what is it? The
Yukon.
no, the one I want, the bank.
Oh, you're talking about the that's at
Yeah.
Hang on. Oh, and by the way, I just added it all up. To get the icon set up, you're looking at $9,894.
They've gone down.
I thought
That's
it was
not
more than
bad.
that.
That's not bad for all that. Is that for the top cabinets too?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
The lockers and all that, everything.
Was that for the 73-inch?
Yeah.
Yeah, that really ain't bad.
Mm-mm.
I thought it was more than that.
It was when I added it up, it was over 20. It was over 20 grand.
That was probably when they first came out. They was a lot higher when they first got them.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, there are some things on here because I'm still back looking at it.
Usually they got a price for everything. You know,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Oh, it's stupid what stuff is going for now.
No, Harbor Freight does not give you discounts for putting that together.
Damn, I wonder if these icon locks would work on the U.S. General.
Probably. A lot of that
Because-
stuff is interchangeable.
Well, I mean, because I'm looking on here, and that was the one thing that had asked Harbor Freight about. And it's like, you know, I've got the top box, I've got the bottom box, I've got the in cabinet and in locker. And right now, that's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 set of keys I have to have.
Yeah.
And it's like, what I'd like to be able to do is get all the locks with, you know, be able to lock everything with one key.
Mayor, you call up a locksmith, take the lock there, and he can order you a set of locks. And the nice thing about doing that, if you ever lose your key, you could call him up, and he'd have your key on file, and he could make you a copy right then and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have a lock kit for the U.S. Generals like they do the icons.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm looking at because
I think they got a 6 lock kit for the icons.
$20.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, hey,
the 15 one is 40.
compare their lock, the icon lock, to your lock and see if it's the same size hole. It depends on the configuration of what the lock goes through or what
Yep.
it goes against to keep it from opening. Sometimes they have a slot, and sometimes, you know, in like a channel, they'll have a little slot cut, or it'll be inset. The lock will be inset in there, and it'll go in the outside port or something, so you can't open it. But I would give it a try. Bring your lock in and compare it to an icon
Be right
lock.
back.
Well, the thing about with the Icon is that it's not the same style. I mean, I'm looking at the Icon right now, and what Icon uses is looks like a regular key, like a regular house automotive key and everything. But with US General, it's got the round tumbler.
Yeah, kind of like an old Coke machine key.
Well, kind of like the key, like what I use on either one of my bikes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the
Post
way my
office box.
that cart that I got, the 6-drawer full bank cart, US General cart. That's the way that key is.
That's actually the one I think it is. I think I'm wanting. Can you swing your camera around to it? Yeah.
Me? No, I'm not in the garage. That's a
Ah.
green screen. I'm in my computer room.
But
Piece of crap.
yeah, I mean that's something I could ask. I could find out. For $40, I could get 15 locks and key. That I wouldn't mind. That way, like I said, I could take this tool cart, the one I got from Brandon, a couple years ago. I could take the lock out of it, all the locks that's in the boxes now, and
Yeah, that way all your boxes has got one key.
That way all my
The
boxes
same key.
It's all on one key, and I ain't got to worry about because that's one thing. You got to look on the US General. Okay, it's got a number on the lock. You got to find that key. It's got that same number. Okay, there it is. Uh-oh.
Itty bitty
Hey, Jeff, how's it going?
Go ahead and turn the camera on me.
Oh, solo.
Yeah.
Hey, Chef.
This
Itty
is-
bitty.
this
Itty bitty.
This is the runt of the litter. And
Your son's cat.
my son has claimed him. He is called Smudge because of his nose. And he is an escape artist and an explorer. Because of him and one of his brothers, which we had to switch boxes because this one literally would climb up and dive bomb head first and jump out.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
He's stuck.
The way he had his claw look backward. No, he's fine. Let him go. Yeah. Okay. And he is also one of the loudest ones we have.
Yeah.
The
Usually
running
the smallest
litter is
ones are,
usually
though.
the best.
Yeah. He y'all guys saw he's literally this big. The biggest one is just that.
Yeah. Almost double the size.
Hi, babies. Fine, are you- Okay. And he's just sitting here on the bed, just behaving. But he's also doing this whenever he's walking around, he's trying to figure out what's going on.
Hey, there's someone that ain't been here in a long time. Mike Hodge.
And Chef
Mike, huh?
Shade hey, Mike.
Yep. No, Scott's been in here for a while.
I missed him, I guess. I'm sorry, honey.
What's up, Mike?
Yeah, but
Guppy's saying Briggs needs to go to the Waffle House.
yeah, the full bank is the one I'm wanting. See if I can get it on.
Wait.
That's the one I want.
Yep, that's the one I got.
See, because for
Careful.
me, I am being very careful because I know he's
You were
back.
about to squish him.
No, I was.
Yeah, you were.
The kitten is directly behind the screen. So
Who's calling me little?
Guppy.
I ain't little. Yeah, whoever she is. But I've always been little. I'm always been small. I could eat I could eat 12 Big Macs, and actually I ate what was it, 20 of those 24 of those sourdough hamburgers.
yeah.
And I don't gain weight. I got too high metabolism to gain weight.
I gained all my weight when I started having back problems and all my health problems.
Patrick, I got three more out there I need to give away. Mama Cat had 4 babies, all 4 boys. Hi.
Not as active as I used to be, so that's probably one of the reasons.
And Smudge is just sitting here with his head popped up doing this thing. But yeah, no, the full bank is one I want because
Transportation device.
it will fit all my crochet stuff in it, and I can fit like each drawer. I can fit the yarn for 1 or 2 projects, and that top I can put sorters in for my different hooks and stuff. But everything else, I'm glad that he has his toolboxes, but the drawers that are that tall wouldn't do me any good.
And what are they running now? Did they go back to $6.99 or are they still $5.99?
5.
They're at $5.99. So
Yeah, they're $5.99.
$600.
They was $6.99. I got mine on sale. It was $4.99. Plus I got some discounts or whatever it was. I actually paid $4.29 for it.
Where's your keys?
Wow.
Yeah, the skinny, the shallow
Are
drawers.
you going to
wouldn't-
leave the kitten in here with me when you do that?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
put the
those skinny
Honda?
drawers is good for screwdrivers and
No.
wrenches if you're
Behind
going to
her
lay them
part.
down.
Yeah, but
It's
like
thin.
her, she has
Postage
skeins and skeins of yarn. She doesn't have that many hooks to put in all them drawers, that are real shallow, not deep.
Yeah. Yeah, because
And you
The
can't
one-
put no yarn. You put like maybe a lot of books, but you would actually have that on the shelf, not in the drawer.
because this is the thickness of a skein of yarn.
Yeah.
And those thin drawers, I cannot get this in without because we did this when Mater got the top box for a joke, and it was 4 skeins that were compacted, wrapped in plastic, and we put them in there. Shut it, no problem. But pulling it out, it was doing this thing.
Yep.
And I have some of the what's called cake yarn. So it's about yay big around, but about that tall. So it wouldn't fit in the small drawers.
Yeah, the drawers on that cart's pretty deep.
Yeah.
Well, they have to be at least 4 inches
Something like that.
top to bottom,
Yeah, I think they are 4 inches.
because the skein
Not
is
sure.
about
They are pretty deep.
3 to 4 on yarn.
Yeah. I've got a tape measure here, but I'm not going to mess with it because I have the cat on the keyboard
Oh,
and he's not typing.
No. I'm just looking at the size, trying to get some size on it.
No, I'm watching the kitten. He was all over the keys, but he didn't type.
There you go.
Yeah, we got a cat in my neighborhood.
Come back, Rick.
Oh, there he goes.
We got a stray in our neighborhood. Her name's Ursula. One of the tenants down the street in one of my apartment buildings. He moved out in the middle of the night, tried to jack me on rent about 3 years ago. And he left his kitten behind outside. Everybody tries to catch it and adopt it. She became wild, but we called her our whore cat, because our neighborhood whore cat, because she had 19 litters before we finally caught her and got her snipped so she couldn't have any more. She's about 20 years old, and last year we finally got her fixed, and we figured 20.
Please.
Oh, Cuppy,
Yeah,
she
but
gets
Cuppy-
whatever she wants. Believe me. She'll say, "I'm going to get some yarn." Like,
Yep.
go ahead, get what you want.
Be right back. Your mother's doing it again.
Oh. Yeah, I hate doing it, but yeah, I gotta get something built, keep her out of the kitchen. And that's why I got this
Is your
wood
ga-
here.
What you doing? Trying to start your oven in the middle of the night?
No, she's going in there and she needs, okay, she's got dementia and she's got Alzheimer's, okay? And it's just a fact of everything that she's doing, it's too dangerous. And
Oh,
we keep telling her you don't need to do that.
Oh, I get the title of the video now. That since you said that, I get the title of the video. I'm like, Mom proofing the kitchen. What? I thought your mom or Crystal calling her mom, like me and Missy call each other Papa and Momo.
Yeah.
You know, when my granddaughter's here, I'll call her Momo, and she'll call Missy. Call me Papa. You know. So anyway, I thought it was something like Crystal you was doing something in the kitchen and Crystal was designing something or whatever.
No, it's the fact that, like I said, with my mom
Yeah, you're trying to keep your mom from
out of the kitchen. Okay.
getting hurt or hurting the whole house.
Okay, I'll put it like this. One time she was in the kitchen. She wanted to cook some potatoes. Okay. Got out there, caught her trying to cook, and she had the bag of potatoes right next to the stove. And she made a mess where some of them had gotten down below the grate. Okay. She was literally taking them, picking them off the stove, putting them back in the bag. Okay. And it's like, no, Mom, you don't do that. I grabbed the bag, put it back in the freezer and everything. And I went back in the bedroom to tell Crystal, my mom had gone and gotten the bag back out of the freezer, had the pan sitting right on top of the burner without the grate, trying to cook, and there's still potatoes down on the stove. Okay? Now, here's another thing. What's up, Jungle Bob?
What's up, Jungle Bob?
Crystal, I don't remember if it was dinner or lunch or whatever, but Crystal had cooked. It was macaroni, macaroni and cheese with some sausage, kielbasa sausage, sliced up, fried, mixed in with it, okay? Gave my mom her plate. Crystal and I had ours. Actually, I think it was for lunch one day. My mom literally took her plate back in the kitchen, washed it, and the spoon, was still hungry, went back over to the bowl, and was sitting there eating with the serving spoon. And she'd washed her plate. I'm going, Mom, what are you doing? That's the state of mind my mom is in. I hate saying it.
yeah. We had a neighbor. I had a neighbor that thought it was Thanksgiving one time when she had dementia and started, and her husband said she started cooking Thanksgiving dinner at 2:00 in the morning, like in the middle of June.
Yep. Well, I'll play it this. Crystal took my mom to the doctor not that long ago. She knew what city. She knew where she was at. Okay. She'd sit there, look on the computer every single day. Didn't know what day it was, didn't know what day of the week, didn't even know what year or month. And this was probably a couple of weeks ago. And I know that I was with her one time, this was last year. She was thinking Bill Clinton was president.
Hey, Mark.
What's up, Mark C?
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Jungle Bob.
I wouldn't mind Bill Clinton being president right about now. and I hated the guy, but I'll tell you what, I'd take him over what we got now.
Yeah,
really.
so would I. At least you had better looking interns.
Oh man, you're bad. I didn't hear that.
Hey, there was nothing wrong with Monica. She was good looking.
You're bad, man.
Yeah, when she was 19 or 20.
I bet she's
Hey,
still good
she's
looking
better look.
even today.
She's better looking now than She's better looking now than Hillary still. So
No, Monica's definitely better looking than Hillary any day of the week. I think Monica was probably better looking at 19 than when Hillary was 19. I mean, how old was she when all that went down?
I think she was 21, 22, something like that.
When it actually happened and not later when it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying,
21, 22.
Yeah.
to me, she was good looking.
I think it's I think when that thing went down, the whole thing, it was all big schmuck. You know, he's just like whatever. You know. The thing I always said about that whole shenanigan, you know, I could care. You know, they were making a big deal of him having an affair. I mean, they name a president that probably didn't. I mean, come on, look, everyone knew JFK was doing Marilyn Monroe. I mean, not saying it was right, but I mean, they never made a big deal out of that.
No.
It's just a matter of who got caught and who didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, put it this way. My uncle used to live in a place called Boston, Virginia. And it was actually named after the city of Boston, of Mass. And down the street was a store called the Boston General Store. I mean, we're talking the 90s. Mid 90s, almost 2000. When he lived there. And there was a town, the next town over was called Noah, Virginia. And there's a famous mountain down there called Old Rag. And I used to go down there every couple of years. I love climbing Old Rag Mountain. But anyways, needless to say, behind the Boston General Store is a federal compound where I mean, Boston, Virginia is like, I don't know. It's real close to DC, like super close. Well, inside that general store, they had pictures of past presidents and current presidents that used to go there and spend the weekend with their mistress. They had a picture and they were on the wall. They would stand right out in front of the store with their mistress and get a picture taken. They had one there. You know, naturally JFK with Marilyn Monroe standing right in front of the Boston General Store. There was an art picture on the wall with Dwight Eisenhower, I like Ike, with his mistress. And I shit you not. We're talking before the age of cell phones and that. Well, they had cell phones, but you couldn't take a picture like you can now. And I'll tell you what, I wish there was, because there was a picture of Dwight Eisenhower there, standing in front of that store, in front of his presidential limousine, with a
Hey, sweetheart.
a woman that looked like she was 28, 29.
Mark C wants to know how the cobalt mower is works.
So far it's okay. I do have.
Hey, Bob, I didn't mean to miss you, but I was doing dishes. Which, one thing, if I wake up in the morning and your bowl and spoon are dirty, I'm going to wake you up just long enough for you to watch me pour your coffee out.
As long as
No, I will pour it down the sink and I will take the grounds and throw them out back.
Mark, I like the mower, but I can only see a couple of problems with it right now. I haven't, I've only used it the one time. And of course, one of the problems I've got with it, it's the same as with the 80 volt one. Okay. With that one there, you can have it as mulch, you can have a side discharge or a rear bagger. Okay. Well, I never have used it as a rear bagger, never used mulch, I always have a side discharge. The problem that I have with this one, along with the 80 volt one, is you're going along, you can hit something, and boom, the little chute and everything will pop off because it doesn't say on, and you'll have the little door slam down. You literally have to pull the door up, put the plastic chute and everything up underneath it, and let the door come down. It's just held on there with the spring pressure. But you hit anything with that, it's popping off.
Yeah, even a
They're,
bump. Had that
they're
happen.
all like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then zip tie it on, Maynard. Then zip tie the shoot on.
There's no way to zip tie it.
Drill some holes.
Why can't you poke? But zip tie it. Why can't you drill?
There's no way of doing it.
Honey, you would have, because you can't put holes in the metal without spending half a day doing that.
Right, and the way that's designed and everything, no, not with the way that plastic piece, because it has two little hooks that go in on the side like this, okay? And then you got the door.
Maynard, they do the same thing with the MTD. They do the same thing with the MTD. And they do the same thing. The MTD mowers are the same thing. Cajun knows exactly what I'm talking about, I'm sure.
Right.
And you could see.
Take care, Patrick.
Hi, Patrick.
And they're the same way. Exact same way.
Well, like I said, I've had that 80 volt. This is my second 80 volt, and both 80 volts are the same way. Okay.
No, you have an 80 and a 24, sweetie.
Yeah.
I've had two 80 volts. I said.
Okay.
We thought you meant you got 280 volts an hour.
Hang on. I had the original 80 volt brushed mower. It crapped out on me. I found my receipt. I took it back. I've got the other one that's an 80 volt brushless. That was the next thing. Now I've got a 24 volt brushless also. But I said I've had two 80 volt mowers.
There you go, Maggie. There's your dinner.
But like I said, there's that, and the only other issue I've got with it is that it bogs down a little bit more in high grass than the 80 volt. But I understand why, because it doesn't have the extra oomph like the 80 volt does. We're talking 24, but actually it's 48 volt because it takes two 24 volt batteries.
Okay, Mark wants to know how the battery life is per charge. About how much can you get done when you put both batteries in there and get started?
I had both batteries fully charged, and mind you, those were 5 amp hour batteries. Okay, had both of them fully charged. How long was I out there? About an hour?
Ish.
Yeah, I was out there for.
You got out there and I quit paying attention to you.
Right, but
you were grouchy butt.
Anyway, well, because someone didn't come out to help.
I told you.
Well, like I said, it takes two people to be out there with all the crap that I've got out there. But anyways, I got about 3/4 of it all done, and neither battery was fully discharged. So it ran for about an hour.
I'll tell you one thing, that I'm impressed. I tried it out, that mower I won at the Black and Decker one I mowed with. I won it. I got it sold, but I tried it, and it'll actually, that Black and Decker takes 240 volt batteries.
Yeah.
Black and Decker batteries, and the damn thing actually holds a charge for over an hour. I was actually impressed. But I'm still going to sell it because
Right. And that's the thing about with that 24 volt. Like I said, I was running a, you know, now they were 5 amp hour batteries that come with it. Everything else I've got is 4 amp hour, unless I want to go up. But it's the fact is that, like I said, both batteries held their charge for over an hour.
Do you use only one battery at a time on that mower, or you could use 2 of them?
It
The
takes
20
2 batteries.
Yeah, the
So it's-
24 requires 2, or it won't
Oh,
start.
so it's actually a 48 volt motor.
Yeah, it's actually
Okay.
48. Right, it's actually 48, but you're using 2 24 volt batteries.
Right, gotcha.
Mark, it's going to gas or cordless. That's going to depend on your preference. I grew up with the gas, and that's what I'm used to. I can use his
Right.
cordless, but when it comes to actually working on it, I know how to deal with the gas, and I don't have to. I would not have to wait around for him to fix it because I know what I'm doing.
Right.
Now,
Now,
going
to
to
me,
question.
Right. now, well, like Jungle, Bob was saying, it depends on the application, okay? If you don't have a big area that you have to mow, I'd say battery operated. Okay? Like say for instance, if I just have out in front of the house between the 2 driveways, that's a small area. I mean, that could be done with the 24 volt in probably 15 minutes. And then the weed eater 24 volt, get everything else about another. So within an hour, you could be done with yard work.
Yeah, I got.
it also depends on
How
There
thick the
you
grass
go.
is.
Right. It depends upon your area. It depends
and
on how
I think it
big.
depends on the grass too. You
Yeah.
know that? Because if you got Kentucky bluegrass like I got, the real I'm talking the kind there's 2 types. There's a Kentucky bluegrass that never goes that stays
Joseph.
green year round. No matter how hot it gets, how cold it gets, it stays green. But if you got the old the carpety like bluegrass, like I got some bluegrass in my backyard, in the summertime it's bright, it's green. No matter the hotter it gets, the greener it gets. And when the winter gets here, it looks gray, like Ed Polar Bear Ed's beard. That's what it looks like in the wintertime. It looks that way right now. It's just starting to green up. Okay, that grass, that electric mower won't cut worth crap. I tried it out back where it was. Oh my God, it's dried up in that, and it still won't. It wouldn't even cut it. Bog right down like a nothing.
All right, I got to mute that way because I'm fixing to use a saw.
Yeah. Now, Mater also has a 24 volt weed eater. He got that, brought it home, and then he went to work. He went to work or somewhere. But I got the front yard, which is roughly, I want to say about 20 square yards in less than an hour with just the weed eater. So, and that's going around car tires, going around the bikes, going in the flower beds and everything else. So, I mean, yeah.
It also depends how thick the grass is. I've seen some of those electric weed whackers that even the plug-in ones are crap.
Yeah.
You went around the bikes with the weed whacker.
Yep.
You mean the motorcycles or bicycles?
Motorcycles with a string trimmer.
Wow.
Guys, I missed the tire by that much on all of them.
Right.
I remember one time
I
when Briggs was a puppy.
I won't cut grass around a motorcycle, or, not a Harley Davidson, though. That sucker's going to be put up somewhere with a cover on it or something.
What's so special about damn Harley Davidson or any other motorcycle?
Well,
They're all
you keep them
expensive.
clean and all that. I don't want no grass on my shiny Harley?
It was
It's a
already
bike.
Dustin, so oh well.
Oh,
But-
okay.
Um,
I thought he had his stuff like put up in the, in the garage or something.
No, it's just
You
in
think
the front
that's
yard.
bad gauging? Mr. Briggs, when he was about 2 years old, my neighbor's got a Harley. Why? Not Oh, what? I don't mind. It might be the Wide Glide. It ain't a Wide Glide. Give me what's in some of the Harley models.
Okay, what did the dog do?
Sportster.
Piss on the bike?
Yep.
No,
He
Wide
tried
Glide is
stabbing
totally different than a Sportster. No,
Oh, yeah.
Sportster is a small bike. Wide Glide, that's your road package and all
No,
that.
Mr. Briggs,
Big bike.
I opened the door. He was like not even a year old, I think. He got out of the house, opened up the door, escaped, went over, and pissed on my neighbor's motorcycle. Neighbor tried to stab him over that. And I said, I was out in my front yard with a 12 gauge. I said, "You're not shooting my dog because he's a puppy. You're not shooting my dog just because he pissed on your piece of metal."
Because Mark, I was about a quarter inch away from the bikes, and it's when you're doing stuff like that around tires, it's all about the angle. And when it comes to lawns and stuff, I've done it before, and I know what I'm doing. I didn't touch it.
Oh, we never said you did.
No, but I know, but blowing all the grass and stuff up on it, yeah. And also, those were his strike. That thing is heavy. And his other bike, nah. If I'm not gonna move the trike, I'm not gonna move the bike.
I can't believe he didn't cover up the display on that so water wouldn't get into it. Like put a bag on it or something. Or
No, Mark, I did the whole entire front lawn with the weed eater because it needed to be done. And he just got the 24-volt weed eater, and it was lightweight enough that okay, fine by me. And he didn't know or say anything about me moving the bike till about a week later. He asked me if I moved him. I said no.
Thank you, Joseph. Well,
Hey,
one
Joseph.
thing she can't. Trying to move the Tri-Glide. Yeah, we're talking 1,300 pounds. Now the Wide Glide, that's about 700.
Right, not that heavy, is it?
All right, Briggs. Now, you were asking what kind of bikes that there are that Harley makes.
Yeah, just the front lawn, Mark.
oh yeah, I just tried to think of what my neighbor had. It's all, but when Briggs was less than a year old, he went over. He escaped and pissed on my neighbor's Harley. He tried to stab him over pissing on it. He said that bike's worth blah blah blah. It's a motorcycle. He's a newborn. He's like 6-month-old puppy. You're not going to kill my dog because he got out pissed on your piece of metal. I don't care if it's a Harley or a Porsche.
Yeah, Mark, it's only like what 20 square yards for your front,
Maybe.
including the flower beds. So
Maybe.
yeah, it didn't take long.
All right, Briggs. Now on that bike, did it have a front fairing on it?
No. It was. I think it was a Sportster because they had white wall tires on it.
Oh, so no. Now
It's probably a
the
Heritage, Softail Heritage Classic.
Softail Heritage.
Yeah, it was. All I know is when he lost his job and couldn't afford the payments anymore, and they repoed it. I was happy. I wasn't happy he lost his job, but I'm glad when he got rid of that thing because he used to come. Our houses are next to each other, and he'd ride down the side yard. He'd get out of work at 2 o'clock in the morning, and instead of letting it idle between the house, he went 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. The one time he did that, woke me up out of me and my wife were sleeping. That's when we first moved in, and Briggs started to bark, and he had the gall to call complaint to the police. And the police showed up at my door because my dog was barking. I said, "Well, he don't need to come rolling through the houses and revving that Harley Davidson up. I know he's got a Harley Davidson. I don't need to be reminded at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, because there's a noise ordinance. You have now different places are different things. Most are from 7 a.m. to like 10 p.m. and add an extra hour for the weekends.
You know what? You know something? I had 3 neighbors that got woke up by it too. Came over and said the same thing. My dog didn't make any bark or nothing until he started going rum 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 rum.
Yeah.
But when they repoed that bike, I'm not gonna. I mean, I get along with the guy now. That was 10 years ago. I mean, but I'll tell you something. When they repoed that bike, I was smiling from ear to ear because I no more listening to this. Rum, rum, rum.
Yeah.
You know, when
see,
my house is literally, I could take a spitball and spit it and hit his house. That's how close she is next door. We're about 20 feet apart. My side yard's about 10 feet wide. His side yard's about 10 feet wide. And when you're coming between, I mean, he was vibrating my windows in my house.
Yep. See, I know my dog, she has marked her territory on both of his bikes. And
you know how he got away with that? He said, "I'll let your dog live." I'm gonna go piss on your. He wanted to piss on my Volkswagen. I'm like, seriously, you're worried about a dog? I tell you what, buddy, if that makes you feel better, whip your big old balls out and you can piss on the hood. I don't give a damn. Piss on the windshield. I don't give a shit. It's a piece of metal. It ain't gonna make it fall apart and die and shrivel up like a.
No. He goes out there, does his business. You walk out behind him with a bucket of water. It's clean.
Oh, not this guy. He finally got a new motorcycle, a new Harley after he got another job. But he actually bought it. He got his. He would spend 8 hours out there every weekend. He'd get up in the morning about 6 and scrub, wash, wax, toothbrush, everything till 2:00 in the afternoon, and then get up and ride it for a couple hours, and then park it and it'd do the same thing once a week. He'd spend 8-9 hours detailing that motorcycle every summer. I'm like, I'm not in love with a piece of machine like that.
Yes, Mark. My dog has she has peed on both of his motorcycles.
Yeah.
But she goes by the back end. She goes by the back tires.
Yeah.
So.
And Cajun, no, I don't have a garage. I can put the bikes in.
I thought you had an empty garage with no electricity in it.
Okay. Just to get into that garage, I have to go in through the side door. Then I'd have to open up the double doors. And then.
So where were those bikes during the ice storm last year?
Outside.
Yeah.
And you don't have a cover for them?
Nope.
Wow,
You're spending all this money on Harbor Freight motorcycles. Why don't you buy a cover for those things?
I thought you were keeping your bikes in your empty garage. I thought you were doing that.
I never said that garage was empty. The one that doesn't have electricity, no, there's stuff in it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff in it, and on top of that, to be able to lock it all up, no.
Hell, Maynard, I'd take a couple. Pallets are free everywhere. I'm sure they're even free in Texas. Hell, I'd take like 3 pallets and make like a little kennel type that make 3 sides too big enough that you can walk in and get on the motorcycle and drive the ride guide next. Because I know it's got reverse. And then when you get in there, cover the thing with a tarp at least. I mean, I'd put a cover on. You're spending that much money on a motorcycle and letting it get rained on and destroy your display and sun cook it. Damn, I'd be buying a cover for that thing instead of buying batteries and power tools.
Where do you think he gets his wood from, Briggs? Pallets.
Hey, Briggs, what am I holding?
I know that. That's what I'm saying. You can get all that wood. Why not build like a corral for your motorcycle and then use a piece of tarp to cover up the top? Who cares what it looks like? It's better than getting your motorcycle destroyed by sun, weather, elements, and everything. I mean, you keep saying how great your big bad Harley Davidson is. Why wouldn't you spending that much money on it? It ain't. I mean, I'd be covering it with something. It's not like a car.
Okay, tell you what. You come over here and you show me where I'm going to build it at, and I'll build it. That's the thing. I don't have a place where I could do it right now and actually keep both bikes. And for one thing, I have the reverse motor out on the trike. That's $600 for another motor.
How much?
$600.
Yeah, but where do you put the motorcycle now? Is what I'm saying.
They're both parked outside.
Okay, you could take 3 pallets and make 3 and just.
I'm not. They're parked out on the front sidewalk in front of the house. Okay, where I've got the driveways at, I don't have the room to build something like that there, and be able to have the bikes. Plus, I have to go to the city to get the permit.
Yeah.
Oh,
He would have to get a building permit for that, and we need to sell his mother's car to free up room, and then he could literally.
But why would you need a permit just to screw 3 pallets?
Because
It's the
that's what the
city.
city requires.
Yep.
Every city is different. That's what they require.
And
You don't
now,
need a permit to put a tarp over it.
No, you don't
No.
need a you don't need a permit.
Or buy
to
a cover. You could buy a cover for that thing from Harley, even probably. Well, I mean, they're not going.
Okay,
Oh, you
whoa,
got a permit.
Briggs, let
Put a
me
cover
stop
on
you right there. Let me stop you right there.
Yeah, I just
Getting
gave away
a
my Harley cover.
Getting a cover with a brand name on it is asking for it to be stolen.
yeah,
You put a cover on a Honda bike that it says Harley, they're going to steal it because they think it's a Harley under it.
Who
That
cares? Okay, get a no name cover. Get a cover that says "Boom Ba Boom Boom" on it. Who cares? I put a cover on it. I mean, does it really matter what it says? I'm just saying. You could buy a cover. You could buy a cover for.
Okay, Mark, they would still consider that a covered building because it has 3 sides. It's a lean-to or a shed.
Yep.
So, yeah.
oh, that went down the wrong pipe. Gee.
now I will put like this.
Can you breathe?
Don't Harbor
Right.
Freight sell them portable carports or garages?
Yeah, but then I would still have to have a permit just to even have that up.
Mm-hmm.
No, screw that.
And yeah, I know. I've looked at that. I've looked at several different options, but you also got to consider the fact of how
Oh,
the house and everything here is set up. Okay.
Yeah.
For one thing, if you look at the very front of the house, okay, on the left-hand side is the driveway, okay, and about a quarter of the way down the driveway, I've got a big old gate, okay, and that's to keep people from being able to get in the back. But where I'm at is at the very back, and I'm about 20 feet away from the house.
Yeah.
This is a detached garage, okay? This side over here,
They still consider that because if he anchors it down, Mark, to where the poles are actually in the ground instead of flat on it, it is considered a shed or something like that, and
Yep.
he still would have to pay for it.
now, look at the camera so y'all can see this. If I can. Anyways, over there,
Yeah, I know.
you can't see it. Yeah, I know. I've got a bunch of junk in here. This is stuff that I'm still working on trying to get out, okay? But this over here, okay, that is 10 by 20. This was a garage that was designed for a Model T Ford, okay?
oh yeah, skinny
And
vehicle.
where I'm sitting at, get the camera back. And like I said, back there behind where you see my red toolbox, hang on. Okay,
Oh,
you see that
yeah.
wall back here where my Craftsman toolbox is? That's the other garage door. You have to come in from the alley.
Mhm.
You have to literally slide that big, heavy door over. That's a 10-foot wide door. You have to slide it over just to get in a vehicle in here through the alleyway. Okay.
Mark, it is bogus, but it's city rules and people pay it. So,
But like I said, I got my Plymouth Duster sitting right out here that I'd still like to be able to restore, but gotta have that money, which I ain't got because I'm still trying to pay off some bills and everything. But on the other side of that gate and everything, that's where my mom's car, I've got my 16-foot trailer. Yeah, I could put my mom's car up on the 16-foot trailer and get it moved, which is something that we discussed. But right now I can't because the truck's in the body shop. Okay? And I had not been able to do that. Simple fact is, I didn't have a truck for how many years? So, yeah, so I haven't had a truck in order to move the trailer for at least 3 years. So couldn't do
Oh
that.
man, speaking of your old truck, I called up my local junkyard here. Believe it or not, they got a 96 pickup up there, Dodge, just like yours. It was all rusted out, like 75,000 miles on it. Tranny's still in it. 318, 4-speed automatic. $300 for the tranny sitting there.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
I know, Mark, that you're trying to help, but
With a
You know-
guarantee.
every city government is different, and it hurts when you're trying to abide by the rules, but you still get taxed. for it.
I don't know how they could consider that for permanent structure, just making like a little corral out for pallets, but hey, whatever. I wouldn't.
Well,
I
I would have to talk to the city guy again.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I am allowed to do is I can build a 10 by 12 shed without a permit, as long as it's a single story. But here's the catch. It has to be at least 10 feet off property line. So
Yeah.
I can't
Oh yeah,
build anything like
that's like that here.
Right. I cannot put something like that in the driveway.
And the
Right
easement, the
Yeah.
easement
Right.
they call it. Yeah, they're
Right.
right. The city's right away. Put it that way.
No,
yeah.
I can't put it here because it's on the property line between my driveway and my neighbor's driveway. That's the property line.
Yeah. Well,
There's a fence that literally goes straight down
right.
that separates his driveway and mine. So
Just
that's
like-
that property line.
I had
So
my
put it over here. I've got plenty of room, but it would have to be 10 feet off property line.
Yeah,
So I can't
yeah.
put it on this side of the
It's
house.
6 feet here, but it's the same idea.
Right.
But-
Now, I could do it. I could do it on the other side, but here's the only problem. I've got a gate over there that allows me into the backyard, so that rules that out. Because then
You know
if I
what's
put
funny
it up
though,
inside, I can't get in the backyard.
You know what's funny? Like my garage is right on the property line. Can't do that anymore. It's grandfathered in.
Yeah.
But I
That's
can
right
add
over
on
here.
to that garage. I can add on to that garage straight. As long as I don't tear down the original structure, I can add on right on the property line the same way, and they can't do a thing about it.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Now that other garage where I don't have power at, that's sitting right on the property line. Okay, right on. It's literally on the very back. Okay, it's still probably 15 feet or so away, 15, 16 feet away from the street, but it's sitting right on the alley. Okay, so one wall is literally on the alley. I can't even add on to that building if I wanted to. They won't even let me
I'd be
do
getting
that.
a dumpster in. I'd be getting a dumpster in and emptying something out so you could get that bike out of the weather, or at least buy a cover for it, a tarp or something. You know, I mean,
I know.
like you said, your display has gotten ruined from the weather. I mean, why not put a tarp on it? I mean,
Okay, what I'm saying display. Okay, here's the.
I know what you're
I'm gonna
talking
get some more coffee. I'll be right back.
Right,
Yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah.
here's the speedometer for the wide light. Okay, hang on.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, the only thing that's gone wrong is the odometer. The speedometer still works, but it's the odometer here. It's digital readout. It's gone bad. This is a sealed unit. I can't be able to take this apart, and repair it.
can't service it. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
it's non-serviceable. Okay. Now, come to
Believe it or
find
not,
out,
Maynard, you might want to look it up. There's a place that did that, and I'm not being funny, but my Audi when I bought it it did not read. And there's a company I sent it to. I paid $300 and they rebuilt the whole cluster, and it's got a digital display like that. They rebuilt it for $300. They do motorcycles, they do cars, everything.
Okay, for $300, I can go buy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Sometimes you can. My instrument cluster's over $1,200
Well, I can
for
go
a
buy.
used one.
Well, let's see here. Let me look it up again.
All right. I want to jump back on the permits and stuff.
All right.
While you look that up, when I did my hot water heater shed,
Yeah.
okay, 4 foot by 12 foot, whatever it is, 10 foot, 12 foot, I think it's 12. I was grandfathered in on that. I didn't have to pull. I did not have to pull from the city, because if I left partial of the old hot water heater shed, if I left one board up from the old hot water heater shed, all I had to do was build onto that, and that's it. Okay, and it was 4 foot. I think it was 3 something by 4, and so I left the boards up, and I just continued on and around it, and I just made it longer. Boom. That's how you get away. You know, when you're grandfathered in, like you are, Mater, you know, on a certain thing, or Briggs, I mean, with his garage on there. Then they got me for encroachment on the city's right of way. I thought I owned my property to the ditch, the tree line.
You do.
I don't.
You own it, but you have to maintain it. But they have.
No, I don't have to maintain it. They have to, because it used to be an alley.
Ah, okay.
Years and years and years ago, they abandoned that alley. There's not even an entrance, a culvert or nothing. There was never a culvert for that on that
Area.
part of the area. There was never a culvert there or a driveway to get an alley. You got through the alley. It was kind of an alley. It was gravel, you know, clamshell at the time, and river gravel, small pea gravel. But you got that from the old restaurant that was over there, and they have that right away because that's where the big sewer line, all the houses on 2nd Street and 1st Street, they go into that main sewer line that's on that dividing property line, and have all the telephone boxes, them little gray, 3 foot gray telephone boxes, about 6 by 6, with all the wires coming up out of the ground.
Yep.
All your boxes are there. So that's a city services. That's what they call city services, right away easement. My 18 by 40 greenhouse was almost, well, it was, put it this way, I was digging in the gravel, the shell part. We were right on the edge of the alley. And then a year and a half, 2 years later, here comes the city saying, oh, you need to get rid of some of that. You need to get rid of some of that. So I had to take 6 to 8 feet off.
Yep.
Because they wanted to run equipment in there. Small dump trucks, an excavator and all that, to dig the ditch, clear the tree line, because one neighbor was complaining on 2nd Street, way on the other side over there, that water was staying under his house and wouldn't drain to the back ditch. Well, his yard was higher in the backyard than in the front yard. So everything was draining to the front, to the highway.
Yeah.
Drainages. There's no way it's been like that for years and years and years. Well,
Yep.
he wanted the dirt to build up. When he said he was the homeowner, but he rented the house. He said, "Oh, and when y'all dig the dirt out, please dump it in on my side yards. Please dump it there so I could use it." That's all he wanted, was free dirt. The city
I
came,
believe
they
that.
made a mess. I had that property cleaned up along that tree line. I had the mulberry trees there. There was a big old pecan tree that was fixing to produce pecans in the next year or two. All that was nice and neat and everything. They came in and they cut all kind of root cut everything.
Yep.
Everything came up. You know how you root cut stuff, I mean, not root cut, but that high off the ground, everything bushes out from that
Yep.
and spreads bigger. They made a mess out of that tree line. And
Oh God, yeah.
in 5 or 6 years, they came one time and cut the grass along that easement. And that was just 2 weeks ago. They cut the grass with the X marks. One
I
time.
had the same thing. I had the same thing, Gage. And like I own half this riverbank down the end of the street from me. It's a flood zone. I can't build on it. I can't even put a garden there without their permission. A vegetable garden. I can't. Like one year, I wanted to put a vegetable garden down there. Just put a wire fence around it, keep the deer out.
Yeah,
Right?
animals.
And then I could. Yep. And then I could pump water right from the river and water it. They said I can grow the garden, but I can't put a fence. And they said, so. I said, well, why would I grow a garden just to feed the wildlife? You know.
Wildlife.
Then, yep. So it was like 4 years ago. They went down there, and I owned right to the edge of the dike. You know, the levee dike, whatever you want to call it. We call it a dike. But anyways, they cleared all these trees because they said the dike was staying too wet. They couldn't mow right. So I can understand that. Well, they cut all these trees down. And then took the trees up to the town hall, cut them up, and then tried selling them. And I went up to the town hall and I talked to the supervisor. Wait a second.
That's my trees.
See, those are my trees. Well, they were keeping you cut it. Well, we spent the labor of cutting them down. Did you tell me you were cutting them down? Well, no, we don't have to. It's a flood zone. Wait a second. I pay tax on that, and you're going to cut my trees down without my permission. Good, healthy. I mean, these were old. Some of those trees down there are 100 years old. They were part of my family's farm. I mean, because like I say, when I say I've been here, my family's been here. The back half of my house is a log cabin underneath that vinyl siding. It was built in 1865 by my great grandfather. The main house in the front was built in 1929. And there's a underground. And I can't show you on YouTube because they would probably demonetize Maynard. But there's a tunnel that goes in my basement, out in the back 30 feet out in my backyard, underground, that goes to the still room. Because my great grandfather was a bootlegger back in during Prohibition.
Yeah, you mentioned that. You mentioned that. Okay,
but so we've been here a long time. But those trees were planted back in the 1860s and 1870s, and they cut down these beautiful oak trees and the black walnut trees. They cut down in whole sections. There was like 20 of my black walnut trees up there, and you know what a black walnut tree is worth.
Oh yeah, oh hell yeah, man! Furniture,
10, 12 grand a piece. And I went up there and foiled requests. They sold 8 of them. I said, I want my money, and I want if you're not, and I want to be able to sell the wood myself. And they took me to civil court, and I sued them, and I won. Said, you didn't tell me you were cutting them. You didn't tell, and if you would have, I would have let you, because I realized the dike has to stay dry so they can maintain it. That much I understand. You're not going to steal off of my property, sell it. And they said, well, we spent money. We came to agreement. How much man hours you got into it? I think they had like 25 man hours. Okay, even at $100. Even at, I'll pay what you pay the workers. You pay them $25 an hour times 100 man hours. That's fine. You got 8, 10 of my black walnut trees up there that you already sold to lumber companies at $15,000 a pop, and you think you're just gonna put that money in? I got to pay property taxes. I pay $25,000 a year on land that I can't do nothing with, and people walk on their dogs down there and everything, and legally, I go stop them. You know, it's like an open field, and I don't care if people walk on it, but I have to cover insurance on it. If people get hurt on it, they go after my insurance, which no one has, thank God. It's kind of like there's no way for keeping people off it. I mean, and the DEC has to mow the dike, and they mow, and I have to, but I have to pay. I pay them. I pay a separate outside landscape company to mow that lawn, because I'm not allowed to run my own power equipment down there to mow it. They have to be approved by the state.
Damn.
I pay $5,000 a year to have that mowed every year. Okay, so I got to maintain it and all this. But you're going to steal my wood and sell it, and I got to, and tough shit, bullshit. I sued them.
Did you win?
Oh yeah, judge agreed with me. Oh yeah, judge agreed with me wholeheartedly.
Well, I wasn't gonna fight City Hall on this one, you know, because of the greenhouse, because
Oh yeah.
but it did discourage me. Okay, what I did, I took the back part off, the back wall. Okay, now like I said, it was 18 by 40 greenhouse, but it's a high tunnel. Okay, I made that with 2-inch electrical conduit, okay, which is UV rated. If I'd have used white PVC pipe, that pipe would have broke already from the sun.
Oh yeah.
Electrical conduit's UV rated and is known. I mean, that'll be up there for forever. And I designed the building myself, but it's a high tunnel. Is what it is. And I took the back wall off, which I could. It was very heavy though. It took me and Missy and a buddy of mine. We laid the wall down. We moved it back, moved it to the side, and I took two. Okay, that one end wall, I took 2 rings off, or one. No, I took 2 hoops off. So I gave them. I think mine were 33 inches apart. I gave them like right at 7.5 feet. I took off on my green, and I never did have the desire to put that end wall back up and keep it going because I knew what was coming. If I would have did that, I'd have had to put a new greenhouse film, and that would have been $300, and I didn't have the money, you know. So, but I should have did it. Now it's all dilapidated. The film's all dilapidated. The front wall fell. I'm just gonna uncarriage bolt everything. Everything's bolted and screwed together, so it'll come apart easy. Somebody came here a while back and looked at it to buy it. You know, I explained to them what I got into it and how much I wanted for it. I said I'll take $600 for it. I've got I've got $1,100 total in it without the film. I says I'll take $600. And
my uncle's got one of those.
Back together.
How big is the greenhouse?
Well, the one I got?
Yeah.
18 by 40.
Oh,
well,
that's
not
a big
40.
one.
I got all the material to remake it at 40 foot, but now it's 33.
My uncle bought one of those ones from Harbor Freight.
I've got videos on my Boo channel. I've got videos.
My uncle bought one. Beautiful. He bought one of those Harbor Freight ones. Those cheap plastic ones from Harbor Freight.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, oh no. I had over 5,000 plants in this thing at one time.
I agree, Mark.
Yeah, I was doing it commercially. Okay.
Oh yeah, the one my uncle had, he just starts his gardening every year. But
yeah,
even that one there, he paid over $500 for. So to sell that one used for that is a good deal.
A Harbor Freight greenhouse.
Yep.
For how much?
He paid $500-600 for it.
I didn't know Harbor Freight sold greenhouses for that much money.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. It's a little tiny one. It's about 8 by 8 or 8 by 10. But,
hey, Renegade's been holding his hands up to talk for the last hour.
No, not me.
No, not me. No, he said. No, not me. No. Sound like a Cajun when he said it like that. Not me. No.
Roy?
The last thing I heard Renegade say was he was going to get coffee. By the way, Renegade ain't coffee. It's called Liquid Love. It's the beverage that loves you back.
Yeah, that's right. It'll give you some exercise. When you're trying to get some sleep, you drink coffee at night, you're trying to get sleep, it'll wake you up 4 times a night to go piss. So that's your exercise going back and forth to the bathroom.
Yep.
That's right. That's why I say that. It's not it's Liquid Love. It's the beverage that loves you back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It just like beer or alcohol. You drink that, that'll wake you up 4 or 5 times a night. Same thing.
Yeah.
I haven't drank any alcohol since 2019. I had to quit drinking.
I quit drinking beer. What was it? Almost 2 years ago. Something like that.
I might be.
Year and a half.
I drink maybe.
No, almost 2 years.
Some people can't handle it, and that's all right. You know, I drink maybe a case of beer a month. You know, some people say,
no,
every time
beer was bloating me though. It was bloating me.
oh yeah, it didn't ball. It don't. I drink. Believe it or not, I drink maybe a beer a day. Believe it or not, because I have problems sleeping, and I don't want to take sleeping pills. I usually drink about half a can of beer, and it puts me to sleep. The other
I
half,
tell you
I
what,
wake up.
3 or 4 years ago, you would sit down while you was off, and you would be live with us, and you was drinking beer big time back then.
I believe it or not, that was like one beer. I'd sip a beer over a course of 3 hours. I don't drink as much as people think. I got a 12-pack here that's over a month old.
Mark is asking, what's the favorite beer?
What's your favorite beer, Briggs?
Peanut butter porter from Fort Myers Brewing Company.
Fort Myers, Florida, or Fort Myers up there?
Fort Myers, Florida.
Okay.
And what's that, Mike Hodge? I text you. How do you text me? You don't know my number.
How about you, Maida? What's your favorite beer when you drink beer? Because Maida don't drink that much beer.
No.
Maynard's muted.
Mike Hodge might have been talking to Chef Shade Tree. That's his name too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did. Scott, I texted. Yeah.
Yeah. He drinks.
Miller Lite, is it? I think.
Yeah.
Miller Lite. Yeah.
So Maynard likes Gas Monkey Garage beer. He and Crystal's his beer assistant.
No, but hell no.
Mine was Coors Light.
So you like Colorado Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Now,
if he
over
wants
the
to
years,
be in the fridge,
since
then get it.
a teenager or preteen teenager went from Bud to Miller Lite, and then Coors Light.
My favorite beer of all, I mean regular beer, I should say, because this one here I like that I can't get very much, only when I go to, my family ships it up from Florida. Believe it or not, my favorite is Michelob, the original Michelob. They sell in Florida, but they don't sell in New York. Regular plain Jane beer, Michelob, regular original lager Michelob. I got a 12-pack of it here.
I know what you're talking about.
And it's hard to find.
I remember Michelob in a bottle. When you got a 6-pack of it, had that foil, kind of foilish looking label.
Yep.
From the neck down toward the taper of the bottle. I remember the original.
Yep. This is what the new stuff Michelob looks like. This is from Florida.
Oh no, not Bush. Yuck.
That's what the new Michelob looks like.
Totally different label than that they used to have.
They changed it. I mean, naturally, we're talking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm talking years and years ago. And then they came.
Yeah.
Out with, the Michelob Ultra, which they have it at the festivals here. Like at the K-Bone Festival, the radio station Customer Appreciation Festival, where we raise money for the Down syndrome for the kids, and all that money stays locally in South Louisiana. That money stays locally with the South Louisiana Association.
Well, it's like Special Olympics.
$70,000 we'll raise every year for them. Well,
it's like Special Olympics does the same thing.
Plus the breast cancer awareness of breast cancer, whoever's affiliated down here in the South, and all that money stays down here.
They do that with United Way and Special Olympics. They stay in the community it's raised in.
Yeah.
Yeah, gold foil back in the day. There you go. Remember I said that foil looking label?
Yeah, now you can find that on Modelo, but only on the bottles. And that's Mexican beer. But I'll be honest, I don't drink beer, so I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
And if Mater wants to drink beer, he has to go and buy it to bring it in the house because I won't pick it up.
Oh, that's mighty nice of you.
I won't go pick it. I won't go buy beer, And I've told him that. I said, if you want it, that's fine. You want it in the house, go buy it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that'd be like if you didn't smoke and he smoked, and which he does. But you know, what I'm saying you saying I don't want to buy cigarettes.
Yeah.
Hey, Breezy, what's up, mon ami?
Oh, Breezy, hello.
And I love the crochet. Hello.
Tank. Yeah. Like she was saying, the Modelo, it only goes around the cap and down about not even a full inch, I think, down the neck.
Oh.
Yeah, I like Breezy. That's my favorite beer too. Breezy's A&W.
A&W root beer.
Yep.
Beer. That's
Now that beer I will buy in a heartbeat.
They got, let me see, what was it I was going to say? Oh, yeah. Anybody ever drank Pearl Light 50% less years ago?
What's it called?
Okay, Pearl beer, okay, which was made out of Rocky Mountain spring water.
Never heard of it.
Never
heard of Pearl beer?
I've never heard of it either.
It's an old beer. I haven't seen it in a long time, but they had regular full strength, Pearl, like Coors banquet beer.
Yeah.
Then they had Pearl. Then they came out with Pearl Light. And then I think it was Pearl Light 50% less. Man, that was
I
like
drink
drinking,
England all the time.
Like drinking Rocky Mountain spring water. I mean, straight out the river,
I drink England all the time, Mark.
Yeah,
Yep, I drink England all the time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was better than Schlitz. Hey.
You mean Schlitz gives you the shits beer?
Yeah. I used to drink Schlitz. Hey, look, back then we used a can opener to open the beer cans with, church key.
Oh hell! I always thought I don't even know if Schlitz is still in business, but I always told my I remember one time.
It is.
My father was there one time. His friend and him were drinking beer, and the one guy was talking about. He goes, he was constipated. My father went out, got him a Schlitz, gave him a Schlitz, and he says, "It's just a beer. It ain't gonna make me take a dump." He says, "Oh yes, it will." So he says, because he was drinking his Michelob, not Michelob, the Beast, Milwaukee's Best.
Milwaukee's Best. Oh boy.
No,
I actually have had
that.
No, not Milwaukee Best. Milwaukee beer, the red can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's old Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Now wait a minute.
Milwaukee.
Okay, now wait a minute. They got Milwaukee beer. Then they have a different name brand that's made by Miller.
All they got around here is Milwaukee's Best.
It's Milwaukee's Best Light. That's exact same thing as Miller Light.
Yeah, Milwaukee's Best, but they got Milwaukee's Best. We call it Beast beer. They call it the Beast.
They call it the Beast.
Yeah.
Yep. But anyways, my father used to drink Schlitz beer, and mainly so because we have irritable bowel in our family. It runs in the family. And if anybody knows what it is, you get, it's like you go weeks without going to the bathroom, or days, whatever. So I've gone a month without having to go, and it can, no matter what you eat. So my doctor told my father to drink Schlitz. It'll give you the shits. And my father thought he was joking. My father drank one Schlitz beer. He said it's one of those beers he wouldn't drink every day because it's kind of nasty. But he drank one anyway. Bought a 12-pack and drank it. Within a half hour, he was running to that bathroom. He sat in that toilet for 20 minutes. My father gave him that beer. He said, he says, Schlitz gives you the shits. And that's what their old saying used to be. And that guy didn't believe him. My father said, my father gave him one.
That's what we used to all say about Budweiser, not Bud Light, but regular Budweiser. We nicknamed it Butt Wiper.
Yeah.
Oh God, Budweiser! I can't drink Budweiser. Every time I drink Budweiser, I get a dang headache.
I remember when they had
half a can, I get a headache.
I remember when they had a bottling plant or cannery in Port Arthur with for Pearl. My cousins lived in Port Arthur, and my uncle was a plant manager. So guess who was getting free beer all the time? My uncle.
Oh, there's worse beers than that.
Thanks, Anthony. About made me spit my coffee out when I read that.
Well, like he said, that's the worst beer he has had.
I agree with you.
Now everybody.
There's worse. What? There's worse. It's called peels. Peels or hams. Terrell Fixes All likes that hams. Oh my
he
God.
likes hams. Yeah, Terrell
Yeah,
likes
that
hams.
is the-
That's a Indiana, that Midwest type beer. Indiana.
You know what we
and
call
all
that here in New York? Go
There's
piss.
a-
That's the kind of beer you give your company. You don't want to come back.
What is it
That's
like?
worse.
Gillian's Red or Killian's Red? That's a bad beer too.
I heard
I think
that.
it's got like, put it this way, when he's does lives on Mix on for Christmas time, he's rip roaring drunk. You have to drink a 12-pack of that to get the same effect as you would have 2 Budweisers, and Budweiser gives me a headache. It ain't the
Who's
taste.
that?
I don't mind
Who's
the
that?
taste. Budweiser gives me a headache every time I drink it.
Who's that? Who does that? Brew?
Pterodactyl.
Oh, no, he'll drink.
He
He buys a 30-pack of hams all the time.
I don't care what he buys. You could drink a 12-pack of that and it's about the same amount of alcohol as 2 cans of regular Budweiser. It's like drinking water with rubbing alcohol in it. It has no taste. It's the most nastiest beer. But
I don't know. I never had it. We don't have hams down here. That's that northern tier area up there that hams is popular at, and they distribute a lot of it.
it ain't popular here. It's so unpopular here, they stopped selling it here. It's like drinking water. And believe it or not, we had a school board member here. His name was Gray, John Gray. And when I worked at the Candia Food Mart in my teenage year, he'd come up every 2 days and buy a quart of peels or hams, whatever was on sale. And it used to be $1.09 for a quart. And I said, why do you buy that? That is the man drove a Porsche and a Cadillac. A Cadillac in the wintertime and a Porsche in the summer. He had money, but he bought the cheapest beer. He says, I only drink beer I drink a quart every 2 days. And he said, beer's beer. All tastes the same to him. He said, I have no taste buds when it comes to beer. You give me a cheap beer, good beer, so I might as well buy the cheapest. And he'd buy that hams by the quart, because that's all we sold it in, is quart bottles. And he'd drink that quart over the course of 2 days. He'd go home, pour some in a glass, and drink. But I bought a quart one time just to see what it was about. You can't get buzzed off that.
Crochet. I love to crochet. Did you live in Port Arthur? Hell, if you did, we probably related. I'm almost related to everybody in Port Arthur and Bridge City.
But I'd rather drink my own piss and schlitz too.
Yeah, well, Port Arthur is East Texas, Southeast Texas. Port Arthur.
It's like I got a friend of mine.
Port Arthur is the home of the Big Bopper. You know the singer, the Big Bopper?
Oh yeah,
The one
my
that died.
uncle.
The one that died in a plane crash with Richie Valens and Buddy Holly. The Big Bopper. He was born in
J.P.
Sabine
Richards.
Pass. He was born in Sabine Pass, which is Port Arthur, and DJ'd at a radio station there. You know, as a young man, and I think in Beaumont too. It
was a
DJ.
DJ in Beaumont, but you're talking about J.P. Richards.
Oh, you talking about the Big Bopper?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
J.P. Richards.
real name. Yeah.
I can't drink a light beer. For some reason, when I see a can of beer, a bottle of beer, it says light, Bud Light, Miller Light, whatever, light beer. To me, that's someone trying to be a wimp and try and think they can drink twice as much and not gain weight, or people that think they can drink 2 cans to 1 because it's light. I just can't. I don't know. It's something I just can't drink a light beer. It's got to be full flavor.
No,
It's like when I
Renegade.
smoke.
not Ricky Nelson. Of course, not Ricky Nelson.
Hey, did you see what I was doing when you were talking about what you call Budweiser?
Hey, it's after 9:30, sweetie. It's actually.
I know.
What's that? Was you talking to me?
Yeah, I say.
Yeah, he
Did
finally
you,
got off his button talking to people now. Bye.
Well, I'm working. Anyways, did you see what I was doing when you were talking about Budweiser?
Uh-uh.
I'm standing over here and I'm going,
Yep.
yeah, butt wipers.
Yep.
That's what I call it, butt wipers, because that's what exactly you're gonna be doing. You drink
Uh-huh.
that stuff.
I got a can of beer here that's probably 20 years old. I dare someone to drink it. It's Buffalo Sabres.
I don't think
Oh, here you
beer
go.
gets better with age like wine, so I think
No,
I'll
it
pass
don't.
on that one.
It don't.
Here you go.
It gets worse.
Who's brave enough to drink that bottle?
Nope.
It's let's see when this thing was bottled.
What is that? The Detroit? Not
Nope.
Detroit.
Buffalo Sabres.
Buffalo.
This is my ex-wife. This is my ex-wife. She collected it. I gotta see how. I'm just curious how old it is. Never been open. Been
Hey,
sitting on
Breezy.
this shelf.
What's up, Breezy? But yeah,
Yeah,
Ricky Nelson, he actually died later. It was Richie Valens,
Buddy
Hey,
Holly.
Ricky Richards, and Buddy Holly died in a plane crash
Right.
together.
In a cornfield.
Yep.
In
And the weird
Iowa
thing about
or
it is-
Ohio.
Now, who was supposed to be on the plane and gave up his seat to Richie Valens?
I think it was either, I know who you're talking about. I forgot who exactly it was, but I got a couple of names in mind. Somebody stepped down and said, here, take my seat.
Buddy Holly.
No, Buddy
Buddy
Holly
Holly was
died
on the
in the
plane.
crash.
Buddy Holly
Died
did.
in the crash. The guy that stepped down, I think, was Johnny Cash or Chris. No, Chris. Who the hell was it?
1989. This
Oh.
bottle of beer is from.
Damn. That's when I
I'll pay
opened
someone
my
up.
radio shop in Grostedt. No,
What's up,
I'll
man?
chill it. I'll chill it. If someone wants to drink it, I'll give you $100 if you drink it and finish it without barfing.
No, Big Bopper died in that crash, man. Big Bopper lived in Louisiana for a long time.
Yeah.
Montague.
But-
Married a girl from Montague, Chauvin, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Montague,
Now,
it's a
I'll
little
like this.
town.
All right, Cajun. Hey, I'll put it like this. Richie Valens was sick. He actually had the flu at the time he got on the plane. And the only reason he got on that plane is because the bus was broke down and the heating system
Right.
was inoperable.
Right.
Right. But there was someone that was supposed to fly with Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper, and he's already been interviewed and everything. He said he gave up his seat to Richie Valens because he could see he needed to,
Right.
did
He
not-
needed to
he
get,
needed to be.
yeah. He needed to get where it was warm and all that. Yeah.
right. So, do you know who it was?
Well, I named off a couple of names, but I'm trying to think of another one.
It was
Hey,
not-
John
it was-
Clem. What's up, Big John?
It was not Chris Christopherson, who you're probably thinking of.
Yeah, I said Chris. Yeah,
Yeah.
I said Johnny Cash. I
Nope.
said Chris. I'm trying to think of the other ones, but they all was touring together. They all were touring together on that big main tour.
Okay, give us a hint.
Well,
Wait, I know who it is. I just can't remember.
well, he's a country artist. He has passed away.
That's not much of a hint.
No, and I
A
know
big-
who it is. I just can't remember.
A big country artist.
Hank Williams.
Nope.
No,
I'll give you a clue.
Jerry Lee
That-
Lewis.
That's your clue.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Oh yeah.
No.
Okay.
Don't know.
Wait a minute.
Ronnie Millsap. No, not him.
No. That's way
No, what's
before
this?
Ronnie's days.
This artist is dead now.
So just say it already.
Well, I'll put it like this. It's already been said. It was Waylon Jennings.
Oh, Waylon. Okay. Yeah.
Now,
Waylon.
really?
the reason I did that is if you think about from Dukes of Hazzard. Okay, the last part of the song is "It keeps showing my hands, but not my face on TV."
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
strumming a guitar.
Right,
Just
they
the
keep-
good old boys.
Right, the good old boys.
Never
They never
meaning
showed
no
his face,
harm.
but only showed his hands.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was
And
Waylon Jennings.
Waylon narrated the Dukes of Hazzard also.
Yep, he was the one that was supposed to be on the plane, but gave it up
Right.
to Buddy Richie Valens. Now the weird thing about it is, Buddy Holly says, "I hope your bus breaks down," and Waylon said, "I hope your plane crashes."
That
Yeah,
is
and he
rumored
was
that
afraid of
said.
flying too. He
Yeah.
always said he would never fly, but then ended up flying, and the plane crashed anyways because it was
I know.
during a snowstorm when they took off.
Right.
Doing
it's very
good,
weird.
John. Thank you, sir.
All right, I'm gonna get money in here, and that's gonna be. I'm fixing to be shutting it down because I've gone 36 minutes longer than what I normally do, but I'm still out here working on this thing.
You
Yeah,
too
you
busy
You
yapping.
got to finish that tonight. You do.
I gotta try and get it finished. But like I said, I had to shut the compressor off, turn it off because it makes a lot of noise.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I
I know
gotta
the
get-
airless compressors make noise a lot.
Well, it's a battery operated, so. But
Yeah, come on, money. Get up here.
I'm already here.
Oh, there you are. Okay. What's up, money?
You don't recognize the table or the desk,
And
whatever.
I was looking at it too. I was looking at it, just looking at it, and I'm like, wow.
You get dementia on us now, Cajun, and not telling us.
Yeah, probably so. Probably
Yeah,
so.
I had an
I was-
issue earlier, and I had to shut the stream for a minute. I took a 5-minute break and made a phone call. It wasn't nothing by family, but we had someone in there that made a second account, and Cajun will know exactly what this is, and it's a big no-no as soon as I say it. And I called him out on it. And we had someone making a separate account just to up the bidding, and it was their own stuff.
oh,
I've heard of that before.
It's called shill bidding.
Yeah, I've heard of people.
And
doing
I had
that,
someone-
but
I had
never
someone do
actually
that.
Caught anybody?
I
doing
had
that.
someone doing that in my chat earlier, and I about came up. You guys, if you guys watched my stream that I just got done with, literally just got done with it. That's why I'm over here.
No,
At
I
about
woke
the-
up
at
and
about the
did
3
something and came straight over here.
If you guys want to watch it, it's right about the 3-hour mark. And that's when I'm quiet for a minute. Then I say, I've got to go for 5 minutes. And I was getting emails of people going, you do realize this is the same person with a different account. And I'm like, oh, no, it's not.
Wow.
And then I had about a
It
15-minute
was a
rant.
brand new name to you. New
Yeah,
to you.
new
that
to
you
me.
Never heard of.
But the other person is a mod in my stream.
oh,
And I came unglued all over everything and everybody. And
Oh,
then
I
we
wonder why
continued on.
the table's separating over there. It looks like the cracks from the glue. I'm sure.
So yeah, but
Whose
no,
table's separating?
but right out there, you guys see where the lights going? That's Laughlin. But right there, where on the highway, you see the cars going. Anyway, there's some trees right there, and right there, that's where the gun show is, because there's a Chamber of Commerce building right there, and it's 2 stories big, and that's where the gun show will be this weekend, where I'll be at.
Right.
Starting Friday. So, but yeah, I about had a fit and a half when I saw that and heard that.
So
Oh,
the
so that's
guy
where the
that-
smoke is coming from.
So the guy that had the coins up for bidding, he made a second account, was bidding his own stuff up.
Yeah, because he didn't like where it was going.
Well,
That's probably illegal, ain't it?
It is. It's actually YouTube illegal. It's actually a federal crime. to do it on. It doesn't on any social
So he
media
came
platform.
in and he did not have a blue wrench, and then you automatically gave him a blue wrench.
Well, no, a lot of people in my channel now don't have blue wrenches because I was resetting everybody. I'm going to have to go back.
Oh, I remember
and-
that. Yeah, I remember that.
So now I'm going to have to go back and pretty much give everybody a blue wrench that I know. So this, I'm going to have to talk with Miss Money about this because we were trying to take our channel a different way, you know, so when I do auctions, but I'm just going to have to probably give everybody a blue wrench again and just keep it that way.
I wouldn't.
But I don't know. I'm still investigating this because of the
That was
emails I got, and
There was a
Like I
very
said-
good reason that you took away a lot of blue wrenches a good while back.
and I just so pissed off about it. You know, I'm out here damn near paralyzed running this thing for 6 hours for people to have, you know,
Your
platforms
legs
to
are
buy and sell, and then
like shot.
someone, and not just somebody, a mod does this. I mean, come on, people.
Oh, so the guy that was selling the coins was a mod.
Was one of the mods, and
Okay.
I was told that they made a separate account and came in and was bidding it up.
That's bad.
I'm
All right.
like, are you freaking
Well-
kidding me?
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Money,
I
hey,
just,
I know you came in late and everything, but
oh,
like
no,
I said,
you're good. Well, you know how
I'll
Wednesdays
pick-
are for me.
oh yeah, I know. Well, I'm fixing to shut this down because,
You go
like I
ahead.
said,
Yeah.
I gotta get started on this, and I know that I gotta get the saw back out. That's gonna make some noise. Briggs is falling asleep. Air compressor makes
I'm
a lot
not
of
falling
noise.
asleep.
You were sitting there yawning. I mean, hell.
Well,
there
just because
was
I'm
video-
yawning don't mean I'm falling asleep. I
Um,
always fall.
no, but I
Hey,
was,
So damn
uh,
big, Briggs. I could turn an 18-wheeler around in there.
Mark, I was selling some knives today, some daggers and stuff, and some I forgot what that one's called. It's a double-edged with a handle in the middle.
Arkansas toothpick.
But I was selling some of those today, but they didn't sell. But that's okay. A lot of people liked them, but I'm gonna take them to the show.
Actually, Mark C. No, the gun shows, especially down here, also, they have coin dealers that set up tables at gun shows.
Yeah.
All right. Now, before I shut it down, Cajun, y'all talking about beer and everything earlier, okay? There's one I don't know if you're familiar with. I know Briggs ain't. Lone Star.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of Long Star beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, Pearl.
Made
That's
here in
right.
Texas.
Lone Star is a Texas beer, and Pearl also was
Yep.
widely distributed in Texas, and
Yep.
but it was made with spring water, all that stuff. You know. Damn,
Mark,
I forgot to ask Money if he was going to go back live again.
Mark, I took a bunch of wrenches away. It wasn't anything personal, but I was having a whole bunch of drama, and I don't want that. And so, easiest way to do it was basically just take the blue wrenches away. And there are some people that I took their wrenches away from. They haven't even been on here, and I think they were probably part of the problem
Hmm.
and everything. And I'll play like this.
Excuse me.
One particular person whose name I will not mention, they haven't even been back since. And I don't even know if I want them back. Because that was causing too much trouble, too much drama. And to me, it's like, don't let the door hit you or the good Lord split you. And I hope it shuts fast.
Nah, man, you stop.
But now I do need to shut this down so I can concentrate on getting
Okay.
this done. I've already got one part done. I've got to get the actual, that's the part that's going to be stationary.
But you're
Now
going
just
to, well, you're still going to be working in the shop.
Yeah.
You end it, right? Well, just
Yeah.
keep it going and you work. We'll watch you and we'll talk amongst ourselves.
Yeah, but the only thing is, Cajun, I'm not paying for StreamYard anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm
All right.
only on the
Free plan.
20 hours a
Gotcha.
month.
Free plan. Okay. That's why
I'm
you're
on the-
limited to 6 people. Okay.
Right. That's why,
Gotcha.
because beforehand I could have up to 10, but I was paying for it. But now it's like, no, back to the free because
Oh, yeah,
beforehand
25.
I was running out of time. So yeah,
They're gonna send
But-
you an email for $10 a month. They will. It won't be long.
eh,
Hey,
mean-
and you're unlimited and all that. 10 people, unlimited. You can change your, your logo up there at the top.
I
up
know.
there.
But here's the thing. I haven't been really running over 20 hours a month. So basically I'm paying
Oh,
for
well,
something I'm not getting the use out of it.
Well, that's
So
true.
why pay for something if I'm not getting full use out of it?
That's true.
So that's another reason why I went back to the free one, because I really wasn't going over 20 hours. Now before, about almost a year ago, yeah, I had a little bit more time to do it because I was
Right.
going at that time. Yeah, I might be doing 4-hour live streams, and I
Right.
was doing them like 3 nights a week. Okay,
Yeah, that's 12 hours. Yeah.
Right. but like right now, I'm only doing a couple hours twice a week.
Yeah.
That's all I got enough time.
I remember that one I fell asleep and you left it on all night. Did it stay running all night?
No. Actually, he ended the stream, but you were still in the background.
Well, he kept it going, but that was about 9 hours.
Yeah, I mean, no,
Oh.
I said but he left it running,
That's true. Yeah, he did leave it running. Oh, yeah. So you finally admit you did fall asleep instead of the dog.
That one, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But the couple of them that they said I was sleeping, I wasn't. That was actually Maggie. The one I did, that was when I wasn't even here. I was on working at night, and I had it running here at the house.
Hey, Briggs, how did your taxes come out? We never did find out because we ended the live stream before you.
I had to pay. I got $5,800 in federal and had to pay $2,100 in state.
What? That don't make no sense.
The state never takes enough out. I had to pay $2,100 to the state.
So you got 5,800 and then 20. So you cleared 3,000.
Yeah.
But anyways, Mark, no, you didn't do it. I mean, like I said, I had other people. Like I said, I haven't seen that person here in probably a month, and that's about when all this crap started and everything. And hopefully, I mean, I'll play this. I've already had to go back and delete some videos, not only videos I posted, but also a couple of live streams.
Well, Renegade, you go live then.
Yeah, he went live earlier.
You did? Oh, well.
Yeah, he went live. Yeah, he went live yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday. I went 3 hours yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got up at 6 from my nap, and then I was doing some stuff on the computer, checking emails, and then I did something until 7:30, and when that ended, I jumped on here at 7:30.
But yeah, Cajun, the one time that Maynard left it running, I told him to leave it running. I was at work, and
we got you. No, the one time you told him to leave it running was, we kept it running. You were sleeping in the live stream.
Oh, one time, yeah. But the one time they said I was sleeping, I wasn't. I actually left it running here on my home, on my tablet, and went to work because they had just ended it. I went and they said blah blah because I was listening to you guys through my phone going down the road. Hello, and I wasn't there. I was in the background on my phone while it was playing here, and I was driving a truck down the highway. It was kind of comical.
Appreciate that, Mark. But no, like I said, I was getting a bunch of drama, going on, and people were, as they say, stirring the pot and trying to get the boil over. And Crystal and I, we discussed it. We have an idea who it is, and let's just say that there is someone, and we don't say that person's name, but we've seen them in other live streams, and we have said hello to that person. Not a single response back. Okay, fine. Screw you and the horse you rode in on. That's the way I look at it. That's the way Crystal looks at it. And of course, she calls that person a certain name I won't respond back with.
Gee.
Yeah. I mean, that person's got Crystal even pissed off.
Okay, well, if nobody's gonna go live, or if I can't find nobody live, I'm not gonna go live tonight. I went live the other night, and it was, what was it, the night before Easter? Yeah, right. Yeah, the night before Easter. Well, it was at
I
like
didn't say it.
midnight to 3 or 4 in the morning, and
Hey, yeah.
I
Like
got,
I said, I'm not the one saying that word.
that was for Easter. I know, Missy. It was Saturday night, midnight, and I said Happy Easter.
Who cares who goes live? It doesn't matter.
No, but well, I'm just saying, if nobody goes live, where we can't jump on, and I've got a Good Western popped up there, Good Western, which I'm gonna watch me a Good Western.
So there you go. Go watch a Western.
Yep.
Yeah, if nobody goes live, or if somebody's not live, like Space Rangers, buddy of mine, and we talk electronics on there also, on that live stream.
There you go.
So, all right, Mater. Look, appreciate you having me up.
Yep,
Briggs,
no
good
problem.
to see you again.
Yep.
Renegade, good to see you again. Mater, as always, good to see you again. Thanks for having me up. Everybody in chat, y'all take it easy. Remember, it's always good being north of the grass.
That is true.
And love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later.
Later, Cajun.
Pluto.
All right. Appreciate everybody's
Have
being
fun.
here, like I said. Yep. So I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna try and get a little bit more done tonight. I don't know. But yeah, it's late. I still gotta take a shower. But y'all stay safe and God bless.
Later.